In all the games I played against Kyle, these fog of war cards were a lot of fun. I do like how they play. Threw out some interesting little scenarios. It's kind of like a game within a game at one point. Just remember one of the last games we played, and his panzers moving in on my poor little tanks. And I just
okay.
Survive, so.
We're live. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're doing a little bit of testing here with our Flames of War setup. I think I just want to see if we can stream through the Wi-Fi here. If not, we'll run a hard line. But Dean and I are going to play a little bit of an evening of Flames and War. The scotch that has been consumed so far is McClellan's, which we're pretty stoked about continuing on here. So we'll continue on what we're doing, and welcome back to the channel. Most of our stuff is unpainted, which is challenging to say the least, but I think we should be all right. So we collect stuff together. So we're going to be doing the Fog of War cards. And we're not up on the rules at all, so I'm sure watching we'll be able to see glaring holes in what we're doing. But welcome to the channel, and enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Let's try. It looks a little jittery. I'm going to try. Go up to that. Okay, so I just switched up to the 5 gigahertz.
Oh, roll the die is one of the ways.
Roll the die is one of the ways. Perfect.
Let's go with that.
You got dice.
So, highest is the attacker.
Highest is the attacker. You are the attacker, sir.
Okay, I am attacking. Really glad I'm attacking, considering you have aircraft.
Yeah. Well, I've never even used aircraft before. I have no idea what's going on.
To be honest, I don't know how the rules work myself anymore. So I get to choose a side, so just for ease, I'll go that side.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
And keep an eye on the chat that one.
Absolutely. And so then basically, we alternate placing units on the board. 12 inches in. I didn't do it. That's what I'm missing.
You need a tape?
Yeah.
I'm going to cheat with my 12 inches here while you're not looking. And it's from the edge as well, right? 8 inches off the edge.
Not 12 inches. No, that's for your objectives. Your objectives.
Oh, the objectives. Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, but we're not playing with that. We're playing Fog of War.
Sweet.
Did you want to go through what you picked for your formations?
Yeah. So, for my formations, I've got, this is a little out of order, this is the support for the Panthers. I've got the Cheaty 88s, which is my favorite.
Can't think why.
Can't think of a reason why. I don't mind that at all. Let's see, I got the 5 centimeter guns, not Pack 38s. Totally 5 centimeter guns. We've got the best unit in the game, the 8 Rads. So these are kind of the scout car vehicles, and they're pretty darn awesome actually. I really like the layout of them. I think they're cool, and they just seem to have all the luck in the world when we play the game, which is pretty awesome. So these are the SDKFZ 231s, and it's just like a light armored car, but yeah, super good, super good, and they're fast, and they have this spearhead deployment, which is probably my favorite mechanic in the game so far. And then of course I've got the African Rifle Company, so I've got my HQ guys, the SMGs, and I've got, what else have I got in here? I've got, and then 2 platoons of SMG teams getting the job done. 2 platoons down. What else we got? And I've got my 2 Stukas. So I've got the one, and I got the other one in a box, which this is a nice hand-me-down here. So that'll complete my my Stuka flight. And
I wonder if someone will recognize where it's from.
yeah, maybe someone will recognize that other one. Who knows? Who knows?
Does anyone recognize the shit in the bottle?
yeah. What is this anyway?
We want another one.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, it would be funny if we see if we can get some help figuring out what model that is. And then, of course, the anti-tank rifles. Very well painted, very well assembled as they wobble around on their faces. Work in progress, work in progress, work in progress.
Absolutely.
And then I'm going to use my 88 track transports as soft skin transports for one of the platoons. Super cool. That doesn't seem like a lot of stuff for us Germans.
I don't know.
Gotta pick my cards.
Kind of a lot of things there to kill.
There's a lot of things there to kill.
Nice mixed force.
Oh, I should have fielded those the 25 and the 6-pounders. Yeah.
So this is an infantry platoon, yeah?
Infantry rifle company.
Rifle
Yeah.
company formation. Well, that makes sense then because I've got an armored formation and an infantry formation. So me attacking makes sense. If you're based more on the infantry formation.
Panzer Knackers. Dead-eye marksman hidden in plain sight. What did I say? I said 90. We're up to 100, right?
100 points, yeah.
So the identifiers, 0 points. Ranged in markers. Do you start with any ranged in markers?
No, because it's a meeting engagement.
A meeting engagement.
No
It's
range.
not like having the Panzer IVs kicking around, yeah. Okay, gonna give him precise gunner. Charmed life. Sure, I'll pick that. So 4, 5, 8 points. Clever hands, Tiger tanks. Schnell, it's used past as a blitz move. Oh, that's really good. Tiger heavy tank platoon. Nope, that's not me. Rommel, not today. Every shot counts. Perfect. I'll pick that. Hello. How was the walk? What's that? Yep, sure.
Sorry.
Go on, Nick. All right. Okay. Do.
So your
So we're going to
formation
deploy
HQ.
first, right?
That's your formation HQ?
Correct, yeah.
That's one platoon. That's
Yeah.
another platoon with
Platoon.
soft skins.
Yep. The
You got
tanks, the
5
guns,
tanks,
the guns, and the 8 rads.
and that's all you support.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So my force here is Sherman Armored Squadron with Sherman HQ, Sherman Armored Troop, and a Grant Armored Troop. And I brought the 3 Honeys as support. And then I've also got the infantry, the rifle company formation. So that's my HQ with 2 rifle platoons supported by 2 17-25-pounders. And that's my 100 points.
Did the plastic 25s come with the box? The starter box?
They came with, yes, they came with the Monty's.
Oh,
I can't
yeah,
remember
yeah,
exactly, but the big Monty's set that I bought, yeah.
That's huge.
So, oh yeah, it was a great set, a great value for sure.
So that's formation. General formation, Panzer IV tank company. Oh, not a precise cap. What else we got? Blitzkrieg, skeleton units in this formation, whose unit leaders within 8 centimeters of the formation, blitz move and move around it. Okay, that's it, perfect. Blitzkrieg, the Krieg of blitzing. Otherwise I'd be cheating, because you know,
Yeah.
cheating.
No, you wouldn't do that, no.
No.
Well, I went with Deadeye, which
Did I?
in each shooting step, one of my infantry teams may re-roll a failed hit roll.
Nice.
And I got hidden in plain sight, so my Sherman HQ is concealed when halted.
Ouch.
Even if it's in the open.
Maybe they've seen the open, got it? Alright. Okay, so you go with these guys. Soft skin transport, that's that. Get my other stuff out of the way. Alright, perfect. Okay, let's do her.
Alright.
So we take turns deploying. So now who deploys
Attacker.
first? The attacker.
Yeah, attacker deploys first. I believe. I'd love to check. What's it say? Yeah, both players starting with the attacker. Attack. Okay.
Attack, 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 attack.
So let's orientate. Figure out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
12 inches. 12 inches.
There goes, eh?
Now, boys, Monty has said he likes that bit of dirt over there.
With these pretty trees and
And,
European houses in the desert.
we shall keep a stiff upper lip. We'll have our tea in this afternoon once we've achieved the objective.
Biscuits and crumpets.
That's right, crumpets and biscuits. And then we can sit down and watch the football.
We bought that I got.
Alright.
Okay, on my capola is flippy flip flip.
Okay. I'm going to deploy my first infantry platoon.
Alright.
And it's going to be deployed in amongst this stuff here. So I'll put you there.
Dans les maisons.
And command distance is
The infantry.
infantry.
Where's your, don't you have it on your range template?
That's for version 3.
Ah.
So I can't,
V3 templates?
can't count on that. So a team from a unit with at least 8 teams in is in command if it's moved within 8 inches. A team from a smaller unit is in command if it's within 6 inches.
What was it again?
So if you have 8 teams or more, it's 8 inches.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's 6 inches.
Alright.
So 6 inches is plenty. And mortar team. Put that in back here. Cut off that. You got the linchpin. Draw the command team. Let's put it in there. Right, Kathna, I think that's all right. There we go. So my first infantry platoon.
Perfect. Switching up the audio over to the webcam. Okay, so first infantry platoon. So I'm going to spearhead move, go figure, on the 8 rads here. So I'll deploy them. All right. So spearhead, if you can look that up for me.
Sure.
So I get to move, but I think there's some restrictions on that movement. And you have to be like 9 inches away from an objective.
Alright, so when a spearhead unit is placed on the table during deployment, the player may immediately move its team at tactical or dash speed. This movement may not use any movement orders and may not take a team within 16 inches of an enemy team that's not concealed, or 8 inches from an enemy team, or 16 inches from an enemy deployment area, or any objectives outside that deployment
18
area.
inches from a deployment area,
16 inches.
16 inches. So that's pretty much the line there, and 8 if I'm not concealed, right?
So you can't move within 16 inches of an enemy team that's in the open, or within 8 inches of any team that is concealed.
And it's 16 inches of your deployment zone.
And 16 inches of deployment area.
So I'm
So
going
I
to
pretty
move.
much say that because these aren't here yet, of course.
Oh, they're not there yet. Oh,
no,
okay.
no, I've only
Okay.
deployed the one unit over there.
Oh, then I will not get near them. Okay, so 16 inches will take me to the L in wall.
Now, when deploying the remaining units, a player may treat the area entirely within 8 inches of the spearhead team that is in command as an extension of the deployment area.
So now I've extended my deployment zone by that.
You have, and don't forget, your command distance is 6 inches. You can have them up to 6 inches apart, therefore increasing your area in which you can deploy them.
Oh yeah, I guess.
So rather than
So
right
it's
next to each other, spread them out.
6 inches.
As long as it's 6 inches, yeah.
There you go. Look at me go.
And that's giving you more of an oval shape.
Yeah, yeah. You basically just move up the table and just have half the board be your thing.
Yeah.
All right, your deployment, sir.
Really like those. No.
Yeah, they're really, really cool. Really like those.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to deploy my 1725 pounders next.
In the woods.
Kind of. Yeah. Half in, half out. As long as that's 6 inches, which I'm sure it is.
Yeah. I'm going to do the wash, rinse, and repeat.
Over to you.
So 16 inches. Oh, from your deployment zone.
Yeah. That's the inside of the die is the edge. If it
Oh, the inside of the die?
Yeah, if that matters.
Perfect. 16. One here by the hoose.
Mm-hmm.
One here by the hoose. And they're 6 inches apart. All right, here you go.
Okay. So, I will now deploy my grants. Wait a minute. That's 12 inches there. You don't have to just cheat a bit there, do you?
Cheating's fine. Cheating's totally cool.
Yeah.
As long as you're cheating out of ignorance instead of maliciousness, yes. 100% cool.
Okay. So, can my tank hide behind my infantry and get concealment from it?
Probably not.
Nah, I'm not thinking so. Either.
What if I miss the infantry? Do they hit the tank out?
They're going to ricochet.
All right,
Okay, so
tanks
my
are
grant formation's down. Grant platoon.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So 8-inch bubble. Let's throw the ochos. I don't want to put them in buildings. Very cool.
You can't anymore.
What's that?
You can't put them in buildings.
Just fortifications, I guess, would be the.
Yeah, you can put them on a building, I think. I believe I understand, but inside a building you can't. Six inches.
6 inches. Can they be half in?
Yeah.
Is that still in?
Sure.
Is this still in? Is that in? Is that in? Is that in? Do other teams affect line of sight of other teams? They do, don't they?
Yeah.
We'll just do this.
Yeah, remember you've always got to leave a gap of 3/4 of an inch in order to shoot through.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay.
88s, man.
You've got your mean little rats coming down on either side again, which I'm not a big fan of.
Let's call them 8 rats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an amazing part of the game, I think, to have the 8 rats in there.
Oh, that spearhead's great. Because it's interesting, because I was going to put them up here, but because the rad's there, I might have to bring them back now and put them in the woods.
Oh, do you really?
No,
Just
from a tactical point. I don't want them in the open now, bring them back, but I mean, it doesn't matter because they're already gone to ground and all that lot. So I could put them in the open, but...
You should. I bet you they'd be fine.
Well, because they're concealed, gone to ground and all the rest of it, so they get the same bonus as if they were in the trees.
And you know they're concealed when they start off the game, right?
Yep.
That was my one big lesson that I learned. That was like the big rule I figured out.
Yeah. Figured out by me reading it to you 10 minutes ago, you?
No, I figured it out before. Before.
I did read that.
You did read that. I might have stopped paying attention after I heard what I wanted to hear.
Oh, well,
It's a possibility. I'm just being clear.
I appreciate the honesty.
Honesty is important.
Yeah. I wasn't really paying attention to what you were saying. Yeah, just there we go. Okay, so I
could do that.
The other infantry platoon's down. That's the infantry platoon that had the dead eye.
Dead eye. How about every shot counts? No, that's for the panzers. The Panzers und the soft skin transport.
Pansies.
The pansy tanks.
Which are painted in pink with little flowers on.
That's right. Like actual pansies.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
There you go.
Like actual pansies.
They're pansy trees.
Alright, 8 inches, right? Ocho, baby.
German people be flipping in the graves right now. How dare you?
What's wrong with
German Infanterie. So they're a transport.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So there are rules about the transports.
No.
Well up on.
No, there's no such thing.
There's no such rule?
You're not allowed to shoot them, that's the rule. I think I
wow.
saw that written down somewhere.
You did, didn't you?
I sure did. I sure did. Don't shoot my tanks, don't shoot my trucks. Beep beep.
So you must remove all empty, unarmoured or unarmed transport teams from the table at the end of any step, and may remove any other empty transport teams at the same time.
So are they a transport? Well, it says soft skin transports. I'm just curious if they're actually, believe it or not.
So if they are empty, unarmoured, by unarmoured it means it has a 0 armour rating.
Unarmoured, specifically. Team cannot charge into contact, must break off assaults.
Yeah. So you must remove all empty, unarmoured or unarmed transport teams from the table at the end of the step. Now when you deploy them at the same time as the infantry unit they're with.
Yeah, the infantry's in there, the whole
So while the infantry's in them, of course, they don't move any, they don't go off the table. And
right.
As soon as you disembark, at the end of that step, that's when the transports leave. The Germans did have a special rule at one point, I believe,
where they could stick around. Well, that was the Panzer Grenadiers and all that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All passengers must be stopped at the same time. Any transport teams must be sent to the rear. Unarmored team cannot charge. So, unarmored tank attachment. Passengers 2, soft skin tractor. So it's not stating these guys as a transport specifically. And I'm wondering if that's an intentional interpretation of the Germans guys not running around. I'm not really sure.
What does it say?
See, it doesn't call it a transport anyways. If a transport is destroyed, like I'm sure they're transports, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But does it have the transport keyword? Is that what the difference is? Tractor, passenger 2. I'll go with they disappear for now, but it'd be interesting to look that up.
Well, they're a transport.
Yeah. So the moment the guys get out, the transports leave, right?
At the end of the step, yeah.
At the end of the step? Okay, perfect.
As I understand it. And the rule on there is different. So I'm just reading it. If a transport team is destroyed by shooting or an artillery bombardment, you roll an infantry or gun save for each passenger team. But on that it says if they're destroyed, the teams in it are destroyed as well.
Yeah.
So that's.
Well, no. I'm just wondering if they stick around.
Oh no, I'm just going to say there's another.
But they're
difference
fragile.
between them.
Yeah.
So there must be some unique rules that I don't know about.
If only there was a way to figure things out by learning.
I know. Right.
If only.
So your infantry platoon is in there.
Yes, one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy here.
Okay.
And then I got another regular infantry platoon. Okay, so they're down. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 down.
Yeah, my turn.
Cuatro.
Okay, I will place my. I'm going to put my unit HQs here
Right yonder.
with that infantry already.
Okay. Okay, I'll get my infantry up here. Up in your face, sir. So 8 inches from here.
And again, when you're placing those, so when deploying the remaining units, a player may treat the area entirely within 8 inches of the spearhead team that is in command as an extension of the deployment area.
Okay.
Teams placed here may not be placed in the areas that a spearhead team may not be moved into, so therefore, anything you place cannot be within 16 inches of an enemy team that is not concealed from.
So 16 inches of an enemy team.
Yeah, so if you're hidden, so I read that slightly wrong before, but
Okay.
if you're concealed, you can be within 8 inches of them. If you're not concealed from them, you have to be within no more closer than 16 inches.
If I'm not concealed. But if I am concealed, like I'm in a building,
yeah.
So 8 inches is the boundary. So I could put dudes in here, question mark?
You could, if they're concealed from everybody.
I could put like one dude in there, and that would be
So
tragic. That would be tragic.
Well, the problem is you have to have a platoon, your platoon's got 5 bases.
Yeah.
And all 5 bases would have to be concealed.
Yeah, through different means or whatever, yeah.
But okay, your command is 6 inches. I mean, if you're behind that wall, you're concealed.
Oh, is that considered concealed as well?
Oh yeah, behind the wall, you're behind concealed. But you're not from this tank here. You can see down the line.
Yeah. What about if I did this? Is that concealed?
That's concealed. That's fine. But where's your other 5 going? That's a heck of a command range at 6 inches.
I know, it's when you're used to other like 40k squad coherencies and stuff. It's a big deal. It's a big deal, sir.
So who's your platoon, your team leader?
And his little squad here in my hand.
Okay. Because obviously everyone's got to be within 6 inches of him.
6 inches of him. All right. So let's do that. So if I put him.
So you could squeeze him into that base there.
So if I do that, and then I'm 6 inches away. Yes. Check. 6 inches away. Yes.
Okay. That was a human touch.
And then, yeah, looks like this, I guess.
No, is that 6 inches?
Oh, they've all got to be 6 inches. That's right. They all got to be 6 inches. Now.
Yeah. And now measure the other way again because you just moved the other one further away.
It's so complex. Cheaterson. Okay, there we go. 6 inches. Nobody's allowed to move from here. Nobody moves. All right, here we go. Anti-tank gun. That's right. It's got like firepower 7. Yeah, eat that. Super damaging death and destruction. I'm gonna fix your wall here because I'm sure I nudged it.
Yeah.
Sure, that was me.
Well, when the North Africans built these, they did you build them to 90-degree angles.
Yeah, that's it. They used mud, but they had squares. So
They had squares.
It's pretty important.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, when you're layering the mud on like a handful at a time, I'm sure it would genuinely get some room for some real craftsmanship going on there. That one infantry squad out in the middle of nowhere is going to get hammered on. They should run into that building. Get some help.
Well, I think I'm going to put these here.
Ah, sugar.
Not too far. That's 12 inches. Let's put it that way. So that's my honeys. Over to you.
Honey, honey. Got my anti-tank guns now. They can only shoot at 90 degrees, right?
Your field of fire?
Yeah.
That depends on the turntables.
They're not on turntables. They're on wheels.
Then I think they've, field of fire I think is 90 degrees on the front. Not 90 degrees, it's the front arc. So basically that I believe. I'll double check. Because that might be important, you know.
Possibly. Possibly. I've just got my company HQ now. And I've got my tanks and my Stukas. Now the Stukas deploy off the table, don't they? Or do they start on the table?
I don't believe they start on the tail. I'll have to double check. We'll have to read the aircraft.
I'll grab the book, yeah. I grab my filled out tokens and stuff as well.
Yes, we might need those.
Alright.
It's funny, you see, I get confused with the version 3 and version 4 rules, so I can't remember the fields of fire. It's not classed as a large gun, is it?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to look at gun teams now. So, is this one?
Just looking for aircraft? The Stukas?
I was looking at the gun teams.
Aircraft. Arrival, 39. What's on there? 39. Whose deployment is it? Yours?
It is, yeah.
39. Roll for aircraft, okay. At the start of each of their turns, the only player may roll a die and score 4 plus the aircraft unit arrives and will be placed anywhere on the table in the movement step, as long as the aircraft stand can be placed flat on the table or suitable terrain. Aircraft shooter or bombard, as normally in the shooting steps before the aircraft attacks, and enemy can shoot the anti-aircraft weapon at anti-aircraft weapons. Okay. All aircraft removed from the table at the end of the shooting step. So literally they just come on.
Yeah, I think you have a 360 field of view on your gun.
Do you?
I think so. I know that mine do because they're on a turntable. Line of sight to through gaps. I'm not seeing anything here saying.
Alright, well, other key place. Concealment aircraft. Oh, wow, it literally makes a difference where the aircraft stands on the stand, too. That's cool. I might have to get that Stuka flight after all. The actual models itself, like the new ones, they got a pretty high stand on them, which is pretty sweet. Alright, what's your, Oh, I think, I think they're infantry. The guns. Forward firing. So if I flip this over, aha. Weapons
you had a
can only
forward
hit targets
firing
fully in front of the
special
team. Yeah,
Okay. That explains. Well, that's what I was wondering because the forward firing explains the rule.
If only there was a card worth looking at.
Forward firing weapons can only target teams fully in the front of the shooting team and can only fire an artillery bombardment if the aiming point is fully in front of the shooting team. So there you go. So it's literally across the front of you where your gun mount is. Yeah. So yeah, if only you'd read the card.
Well,
So we put down what this time? What did you deploy?
1, 2, 3, 4. The guns right there. Los Dos. Them their guns.
Yeah. I'm waiting for you to put something else down. That's not what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, you can put this in, huh? Yeah, let's put that too.
I want to know where your pansies are going.
Well, right now they're hanging out there.
Yeah, I know.
Drinking schnapps. Chilling out.
Alright. Then in true stupid British fashion, we're going to stand right in the middle, in the open.
Well, it's tough to break that habit after standing out in the field for so long, lining up in neat lines. Yeah,
it's it's Archie and Reg.
Yeah. It's not about the the success of the individual. It's about coordination, right? The command structure.
Over to you. What's coming down now?
All right, the commanders.
Oh, do you really outnumber me?
Formation commanders.
Units. Fine. Well then. Oh wait, your 88s are stood right there. I forgot about that. No, that's not the smartest position to put them in.
The 88s or the tanks?
No, me put the tanks there and not say, oh yeah, you're right, I'm right in front of your 88s.
It's the color. That's right, the camouflage. See, painted
it?
models.
Yeah.
See, painted models is everything, yeah.
Technically, he's painted.
Yeah, technically. Well, when you have to say technically.
Well, the tracks aren't black yet.
Yeah.
Alright. So you put down your HQ unit for your...
Yep.
Okay, so it's over to me.
The Q of H.
Yes.
The H trid. Answers.
Okay, well I am going to... my Sherman platoon here. Yeah. Alright.
Yeesh. Tanky McTankersons all day.
Over to you.
Over to me. Alright. Come on this side.
Ah, there's a surprise.
Well, you move so fast. I mean, this isn't like a 40K.
Oh, that's right, you can put your tanks in your... Oh, the spearhead. Crap.
Spearhead's gorgeous.
16 inches.
From your guys, right?
Yep, so I can see you.
Alright, let's do the tape.
16 inches.
Grab the tape. 16 inches.
From the guys that can see you.
From the guys that can see me.
So those actually conceal them because they're behind the wall.
Okay, so
they're
here
fine.
is good.
It's the ones that I can see from here
Alright.
that aren't concealed.
Boom, boom, boom.
And of course, you've got your HQ guy, your team leader in the middle.
Sure do, Dean. Sure do, sir.
And then you measure 6 inches.
Sure do.
Command, we don't need no command. We know what we're doing.
Who knows what's going on, sir? What's going on, sir? Perfect. Alright, they're down.
It's this guy I'm concerned. Is he in? He's not within 6 inches of your team unit leader, this guy. That's all one formation, isn't it?
6 inches, there you go.
Just nudge the other tank over. Alright, we're good? Good. Are we done?
Yes.
Are we set up?
Set up.
Alright. Good game, well done.
Well done. Gotta go.
Right, who wins? No, who goes first?
Is it the person who deployed first goes first?
I believe the attacker goes first. But I could be wrong. That's why I want to check it. Because as much as I'd like to go first now, just to get out your way. Artillery. Here's my missions. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm getting the games mixed up.
Yeah.
Who has the first turn? Oh no, the attacker has the first turn, except in meeting engagements, which this is, where both players roll a die after setting up, and the higher rolling players have the first turn. Ooh, goes on a dice roll.
6.
Really?
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 We're starting early.
Just throw 6. Oh, the 6 is
Oh,
coming.
so here's another 6.
Throw another 6, Rick. Oh, you can believe it. Gotta believe it. That's the problem.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Ouch. This might hurt a bit. Now remember, in meeting engagements, in your first turn, planes can't come on.
Right.
Every unit counts as moving when it comes to shooting, regardless of whether they moved or not.
Right.
And there's no artillery bombardments.
No artillery bombardments. But you won't. Can your guns do
I
artillery?
have no artillery.
Okay, perfect. Perfection, man.
I've decided to leave the artillery at home
The artillery.
and bring the PVI.
I have to disembark.
So, we're going to starting step, we don't have anything to do, so we go straight into the movement step. Okay.
So I cannot move and disembark. I can't do the run or rush, but I can.
So you're talking about transports, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so to disembark, a team can dismount from a transport team by moving away from it in the movement step before the transport team moves.
There is no tactical movement for these guys. They're always dashing.
Does that mean they're very good looking?
Or very good looking. I was saying dashing through the snow. Dashing through the
They're
sand.
always rather dashing, don't you think?
Oh, yes, quite so.
So yeah, if you move, you can't disembark.
Alright. So I'm going to do a cross-country dash of 18 inches. Out the car, skirt. That was a kid rap reference, actually. So, kids are into hip hop. Angry hip hop. Out the car, skirt. So they have a tank save of a 5+. Very exciting.
A tank save?
Ooh, it's a 5+ though, so it's not that glorious.
Yeah.
The terrain tactical movement of this guy is going to be 10 inches.
Oh, before you go,
Yes,
you draw 3 cards.
Sure.
Give
5
some-
war cards?
Well, yeah, give you something to do.
1, 2, 3. Give me something to do.
Yeah. Now don't let me see. You get to pick one.
No.
If it says hidden, you keep it hidden until you achieve the objective. If it says reveal, you reveal it immediately. And if it says persistent, I think it is, it's always in play once you play it.
Oh. Objective, 3 points. Place one marker anywhere your opponent's objective score. Place one objective marker anywhere in your opponent's deployment zone. If I hold the objective, score 3 victory. Alright, I'm going to say secure this position.
Okay, the other 2 go to the bottom of the deck.
Alright. And then,
And then does it say reveal?
yeah, so yeah, it says reveal. So I place an objective marker anywhere on the table
Now
with
you
4
don't have to
turn
play it
counters.
yet.
I'm doing it right now. I gotta get rid of those 4 turns, man. So is it,
So the objective markers, I've had them out earlier.
they're in the bag.
There you
They're hidden.
go.
We're hitting objectives.
It's even. Look at that.
Ja, ist gut. Ja, ist gut. Now you can capture this as well. It's worth 3 victory points. So 4 turns. So is that the end?
Okay, so actually it is revealed. If it says revealed, then you have to bring it up immediately.
At the start of each turn, remove 1 counter. So I guess that's your turn and my turn. Or is it turn a round? 2 rounds?
No, you're right. Your turn and my turn.
Okay, perfect. So this guy's worth 3 victory points.
Okay.
And I'm going to put him...
It's going to be within my deployment zone?
No, that was the other one. This one I'm going to put right here.
What? Hang on a minute.
You gotta come get it.
Anywhere on the table with 4 turn counters. At the start of each turn, remove a counter. Once all the counters have been removed, this objective can be held by. So you have to wait till the counters are gone before you actually claim it.
Yeah. It's a 4-turner.
This object can be held by you. Your opponent may capture the objective. Oh, I can capture it as well.
Yes.
Any player who holds this objective scores 3 victory points. Sweet.
I'll put that over here.
Okay.
Sweet.
See, I said that Monty wanted the dirt.
Yeah.
Now we know where the dirt is.
Dirty Monty.
Yes.
Dirty
Monty.
Monty. Shooting over walls gives you concealment.
Gives
right?
me concealment. Yes.
But that gives me an extra die. So I'm going to. They're going to stay
hang on,
still.
you're jumping ahead. We've got movement phase still.
No, I'm just saying if I stay still, I get the full rate of fire.
I see. Yes.
Is my thinking on
No,
that.
you don't. Because this is the first turn of a meeting engagement, so your class is moving no matter what.
So no matter what, so I better move to get into an advantageous position.
Advantageous position.
Yeah, it's good.
I think a good advantageous position to come over here, present your sides this way, and then don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Totally cool.
See?
Totes cool. 6 inches of the commander. Eh?
Save.
6 inches of the commander. And then I will go here.
So you're occupying the town and the compound right now. I'm supposed to be attacking.
You are attacking.
Well, I am
sir.
actually. That's why you should. That's why you're occupying it. I'm supposed to be attacking and trying to take it from you.
That's right. We'll hold the line here.
That's right. And as long as you get your job done, you'll accept 100% casualties. Is that how it goes?
That's exactly how it goes. Because the Germans have just numbers on their side.
The Germans.
So Germans will have it all. What's the range? 3 inches on the objective?
4.
4. Alright. And then the 8 rods. We'll move there. They're tactical. This is all. There's 1 platoon here.
That's 1 infantry platoon.
Alright. And then the infantry. I'll go here, 6 inches. Stay there. Now, if I move up to the walls, that'll still work, right?
It gives you concealment. You'll also have your bulletproof cover, but you're no longer gone to ground.
Okay. But I'm considered to have moved anyway, right?
Yeah. But that only affects your shooting. Actually, infantry doesn't affect at all. Moving or not. All it means is you don't get the extra. Instead of being gone to ground, would give you 1 heart for me to hit you.
Can infantry just hop over walls?
They can. Yeah.
Like it ain't no thing?
Yep.
Like it ain't no thing. Yeah.
Just remember that you guys have to move to stay within 6 inches.
Yeah,
of the team leader to be
got
in
it.
command.
Got it. Team lead. Roger that. Okay. Look at me go. And then the commander guys will move their 8 inches and they will go to this building here. They'll go to this building here. Run, Rudolph. Better make it home tonight. Okay, perfect. Alright, shoot phase.
You happy with your movements? Let's go to shooting then.
Move. The guns are staying still. 88s are staying where they is. Ain't got no choice. Alright. Shoot. Who can the 88 see? Just for giggles and laughs.
Giggles and laughs.
Maybe I'll shoot with the Panzers first.
The Panzers.
And just in traditional me fashion, I'm going to change around all over the place. Machine guns have a range of 16 inches. I'm going to shoot at your infantry platoon over there with my scouts. Moving of 3, so I'll do that twice.
And this is the who's shooting?
8 rads.
8 reds, okay.
I should probably use language and words. So that is definitely not 16 inches.
It is not.
You are concealed.
And concealed and gone to ground.
Okay. Now you're not considered of moving, right?
No.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pull out my rifle company. Here we go, rifle company. So rifle company, rifle platoon is hit on a 4. We're careful.
On
But
4.
+1 for concealed, +1 for gun to ground makes it 6s.
6s. Here's a lot of 6s for humor. 2 6s.
There's 2 6s.
And then so 2 hits.
So 2 hits.
And then
Because I'm gun to ground, you have to make a firepower check.
Firepower check out 6. More 6s. No.
No.
Tick, 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 tick. Oh, you stand up and move. I'll show you. I'll show you what's what in the what.
Yes, I don't think I'm going to do that. Well, the thing's sitting right there.
And then the this anti-tank gun is going to shoot
This anti-tank gun.
So if I shoot, if you're in my front arc, anything this way,
You
right?
betcha.
If I shoot over this, it's concealed, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So tank's gone to ground as well? As a cat?
Tank has gone to ground as well.
Alright.
Yeah.
This is all up.
And remember, hidden in plain sight. So this is my HQ unit, so it's concealed when halted.
Okay, so what do I need? 7s?
So for Sherman's, you need a lot. Yeah. Let's have a look. So flip over to my Sherman.
7s.
Until I can get the until I get the box set and get the unit cards for this lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the challenge now.
These guys
so
are basically
Sherman.
las cannons here, 28 inches. Crazy.
So we're careful. So ordinarily hit on 4s, concealed puts it to 5s, and gone to ground puts it to 6s.
So 6s. Okay, and that tank way down the line, the little honey, all by himself, just through that opening there.
This one here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He'll take some as well. So
Okay.
6s to get the
Now, he's
Shermans.
aggressive as a honey, so you would actually hit him. He's gone to ground and he's concealed. So
Those
he's
are-
on a 5.
Those aggressive honeys. Mm-hmm. Okay, so 5s for the honey.
Yep.
I've got 2-shot halted
So
rate of
remember,
fire.
movement rate
Oh.
of fire.
Oh, movement rate of fire.
You're meeting
Okay, so I need a
immediately.
6 for that for humor. Nope.
No.
And then I need a 6 for that one for humor. No, 5s, close, but nothing. Okay, big guns out of the way. They've shot 88s. They'll shoot the Grants.
The grants.
Yep.
Okay.
I think I recognize what it was. Look at me go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll shoot the Grants. So 16 inches away, gone to ground, and
So
concealed.
gun to ground won't matter because he's not concealed.
Okay. Ah, right,
Yeah,
right,
you
right.
don't
right.
get the gun to ground if you're not concealed. So grant is ordinarily hit on a 4, 5 for long range.
5 for long range.
Yeah, because
Fascinating,
you always
yeah.
target the easiest one. So he's not in concealment. He is, but this is the one you'll be technically aiming for.
All right. So moving rate of fire. So 2 shots, 1 from each gun. 5s. 1 6.
There's a 6.
Woo. And then anti-tank is 14, sir.
14. Because my grant's front armor of 9.
Yeah.
No, so my front armor of 5 plus 1 for long range makes a 6. So I only need an 8.
Can you not get an 8 with a 6? Isn't it a 6 and another 6 is an 8?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is. I think it is. You can
No.
roll an 8. No, I think you can roll a 7.
No.
Yes. A 6
Really?
and a 6 or a 6 into 5 or something like that. Peter, Queen, Roger, rolls. Roll for aircraft, roll to hit. What do we got? No,
I think it's
we were
different.
laughing around about it before he could roll to hit a 7.
This is a different game.
Good
isn't it?
TV.
Yeah, no, you don't roll an 8. You basically, my armor cannot stop your shot. So, firepower check. I'm 99% sure you can't roll.
Yeah, 99% sure. Okay, firepower 3 plus. Just 6.
No, that's enough.
Blow one up. Oh yeah, that's
They do.
right.
Now that's my team leader, so they jump into the next tank.
Can you not do a mistaken target and pass it off to someone else?
I can, but there's no benefit to it because they're all the same. Because the team leader automatically jumps across anyway.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I was just thinking, just to keep your squad coherency the same, if you're not going to be moving again.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well, why don't you do a mistaken
Yeah, we
target?
could do that. Then let's do it.
So is it 4?
Yeah.
There's your 4 there.
So then it's this guy you actually got. You brewed him up.
Blew him up good.
No, not him. We'll give it to this one.
Yeah, the other open guy.
Yeah. So brewed him up.
Blew him up really.
Well, the 88s do what they do best.
Yep.
punch a hole through my heavy tank. Okay.
But I think if you play with the terrain properly, I think they should be terrifying. But I also think it's not hard to kind of get up on them.
Oh no. I mean, 88s are scary if I put my tanks right in front of them like I did.
Yeah. When we played with the Churchills before, it would have taken an 88 to blow open the front of that Churchill because I mean, they've got such crazy
front
armor.
armor is pretty high.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, so 88 shot, 8 rad shot.
Did both of your 88 shoot?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Both of the tanks, anti-tank gun shot. So it's tanks, 8 rads, and they're not doing anything. So okay, so tanks. So I got to declare them all ahead of time, correct?
Sure.
Okay, the 3 Panzer IIIs are going to shoot at the honeys.
Okay.
The 2 Panzer IIIs are going to shoot at the Grant in the woods because that's what I can see.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Okay.
So rate of fire on the Panzer III moving is 1 on the long barrels, and so I've got 3 shots on that.
3 shots.
Did I do? What did I do with my every shot counts? Unit leader of this unit may reroll 1 failed roll in each shooting step. So the green die is my leader. So threes. And then this guy re-rolls. Look at me go.
Okay.
Okay, and then anti-tank on the Panzer III gun is 9.
2 on him and 1 on him. Honeys have a front armor of 3, so I need a 6 to bail.
All right, couple 6s coming up.
6s for this guy.
Oh, that's a 5. Another chance for a 6. Odds
Nope.
for it. Yeah.
Ow. I didn't realise I just knocked your camera.
Oh, that's fine. I think we're good.
And then a 6 on the other guy. Oh, he got it!
No, we're still good.
So I need a bailed out marker for this guy, and this guy's dead.
Kablam! Kablooey. Do you need a build-up marker?
Yes, please.
I got some here.
Yeah, I guess I completely forgot.
Sehr German build-up markers, but sehr there.
Thank
Brown
you.
ones.
Bailed out. There we go. It's bailed out.
All right. Panzer III is actually doing damage. Good sign, good sign, good times.
Got these 2 to go.
Those 2 to go. Shooting at the guy in cover.
Yep, so the ground is a hit on a 4, but cover gives me 5.
5. And are you long range?
No.
No? All right. So 1 shot each. 2 hits. All right.
What's your armor?
Anti-tank is 9.
9, so my front armor 5 means I need a 4 to bail.
1.
So that stops it, and that penetrates. So firepower check.
Firepower check of a 4+. I have
gets
cheaty
it.
dice apparently. Look at all these 6s. It's
Alright, that's okay.
welcome over. I'm going to play with the cheaty dice, dear friend.
Alright, so that puts this guy's onto a last stand check.
Last stand check, okay. And then down to infantry. The HQ guys, they've got a range of SMG teams. They got a range of 4 inches. Nope. And then the other MG teams. Let's see what we've got. They can't shoot. They can't. Can they see anybody? Those guys? I don't think so. Building in the way. No. No. Maybe past that building there, but it's just the tip of this. I don't know if that counts.
What's that, sorry?
Can I draw a line of sight?
You draw a
past
line
the
of sight
tank?
from anywhere on your base for infantry.
Okay, where's that measuring tape? Here, hold this out.
And who are you targeting?
Anybody I can see. I'm seeing if this team can shoot anybody. I can, but you're way concealed.
Yeah, well, there's no way. I'm concealed anyway.
Yeah, you know, I'm just saying, like, that is the closest of closest.
And what's he ranged with?
Okay, so they are considered, so they got an MG34 team.
Yep.
So it's a rate of fire of 2.
Okay.
These guys will shoot at the team in the building.
All right.
So is it my whole unit?
So you decide which teams from your platoon are shooting my platoon. I do the allocation.
Okay, so this anti-tank, I don't know what he can see.
Well, he can go for a different target, of course, because he's got an M10 gun.
Okay, so I think that the anti-tank, I got a range of 20 inches, and I'm not sure if I can see that the tank over there.
Which tank are you looking for?
Anything that I can shoot with these guys
Well, you got
here.
the woods coming over here, so there's nothing over here.
Oh, this Grant is
This
still
is the
okay.
Grant that's still going.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot at that.
He's the anti-tank?
Yeah.
You can see him.
Okay, so I've got 2 guys shooting at this stand of infantry.
Okay.
They're all concealed because no one's out in the open because you're all hiding behind stuff.
Exactly. Conceal them onto the ground gives you +2 to hit.
Okay, so 2 dice per.
So you don't need
NT10.
6s to hit them.
6s. Wow.
Ooh.
Cheating dice.
Yeah.
2 6s.
And so then I need 3 saves of 3+ for infantry. So it gives you 2 saves. Sorry, that's all 2 firepower.
2 fire. Oh, because you're in cover. That's good. Okay. Firepower checks of 6s.
So
nothing. Okay. It was getting a little
I
sketchy there for a
forgot
second.
that. We did the firepower checks before I did the saves. I should have done the saves first because you may not have even done enough.
Oh yeah.
It
all
didn't
worked out
change-
just the
it didn't
same.
change anything.
Yeah. Anti-tank rifles, a rate of fire of 1, shooting at the Grant.
Its rate of fire is ordinarily 1.
Rate of fire is 2 normally.
Okay, that makes a difference.
So 1 shot, 4s plus. Are they concealed?
In the ground? No.
Okay.
You can shoot over enemy infantry if you're shooting a tank.
Okay.
And remember, it's not the edge of the card, it's the edge of the building.
Gotcha.
So I'm in the open. So 4+ to hit.
4 plus 5.
Oh, you guys are on fire.
They're on fire. I'm not just these 3 dice on
What's your
them.
anti-tank on that?
Anti-tank is 7.
Okay, so 2 to bail. 2 to right. So there you go. So firepower check to bail.
Firepower check to bail. Firepower is a 5 plus. No.
So no effect.
All right, but scared you a little bit.
Yeah.
Done scared you some.
But you've wiped out 2 tanks from the platoon anyway, so I think that's a done deal.
Yeah, and those are expensive, weren't they? The grants?
They're grants. They're 18 points for the 3.
Oh, 6-point tanks.
6-point tanks.
Looking pretty good. Okay, that is it, I think. Shot. Those guys didn't shoot the 2 centimeters, the 8 rads. So that's it. We've just got the 8 rads left. They're going to shoot at rate of fire of 1. They're going to shoot at the. I can kind of see 1 honey with 1 tank. Yeah, I can see 1 honey with 1 tank. So moving rate of fire is 2. Wow.
Sorry, so who's shooting me?
The 8 rad here.
Oh, this red
He's gonna
shooting.
shoot,
Yeah, okay.
So I roll 2 6s again.
Alright, so
I'm gonna take these dice and put them over here for interest of the game. I'm just gonna stack them over here.
You need 6s hit me for sure.
Yeah, and then
Sure.
anti-tank of 5, sir.
5. My front armor is a 3. 3 plus that means I'm.
Oh, you got her. Okay.
Very good.
I don't feel so bad about all the 6s now.
Oh, you
I totally
that
should-
anyway. Oh,
Swapped out
but-
all those dice.
Oh no, I saved it because I'm also bailed out.
Right.
So that would have been a double bail had it gone through.
So I got 2 hits on the infantry there. I got 2 hits on those infantry, so there's no pinning.
No.
Or anything like that. Over to you.
Alrighty. So first thing I've got to do now is
Wait. Okay. Grab your cards too, your fog of war cards.
Oh yeah, okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little bit of an initial advance. That's good.
Well, it's the
spearhead is everything,
The spearhead is deadly.
And I actually really like the idea of the soft skin transports there. Like they're going to get blown up. I'm going to lose 1, but then all the guys bail out and everyone leaves.
Well, I've got to check the rules on that because I intend to assault your soft skin transports.
What?
And so when I do that, I want to know what happens to your infantry.
If it's destroyed. I don't think I have a fend off you thing. Unarmored teams cannot charge into contact and must break off if assaulted.
What's that, sorry?
I cannot charge into contact and must break off if I'm assaulted.
Okay, so I'll have to read the transport rules, see what happens to your infantry. Oh, okay, so...
Yeah, that'd be interesting. It'd be neat if we had a little bit more in the way of points and they could you could have like a floater squad as opposed to having them be the front line guys in the soft skin transports.
I don't understand how you...
No, you could have like a reinforcement squad, so if things go a little south over here, then I could roll them up as
Well,
reinforcements.
yeah, it's because we use a fog of war. If you don't use fog of war and you have missions, you'll have reinforcement rules and stuff like that. But also the fog of war means you play one either dust up or free for all, which means there are no reinforcements. Alright, so anyway, I've got to remount bailed out tanks. So I've got a bailed out tank. Where have we got this build out tank here? The honey is 4+. Nope. So he's not back in the tank. That's the only build out tank I've got. So now we go to rallying pin troops. Don't have any. Check unit last stand. So now I've checked the unit last stand. So in good spirits, if no team's bailed out or destroyed, or 3 or more infantry team, or 2 or more tanks are not bailed out, or 2 or more guns. So they are not in good spirits right now. So they have to make a last stand check. Honey, last stand check 5+. So they're done. So those are out.
Yeah. Oh, because you were bailed out.
Because he was bailed out.
Ah, I see, I see.
So it meant I didn't have the 2. So that goes back to you. Over to here then. There is no bailing out, so it's just a last stand check. For the grants, last stand is also 5+.
Nice.
He's good, so he gets to stay. And that was it. There's no one else took any real damage right now. So now we go to movement. So my turn to move. Okay, take measure, please.
Absolutely.
Those honeys disappear was a bit of a pain. I wasn't really ready for that.
Well, they went up against 40 points of Panzer IIIs, basically, and
Not when I put them down, they were.
it's only as if they had completed deployment.
What threw me is the fact I forgot you can, because I expected you to put your infantry so there, I forgot you can put your panzers through the spearhead as well.
See, it's neat. I bet you if we both had spearheads, it'd be neat to see one advancing this
The
way.
whole thing would be
Yeah,
good,
a little bit of a yin yang
Yeah.
kind of push pull would be pretty sweet
Yeah.
to see.
That's when Carl gets them in. Still waiting.
We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it.
Yeah, I've only got.
It's important to understand the mechanics first.
Oh yeah,
And then we-
and it'll be interesting to see. Because I've got to figure out. Because I mean, as we play this game, you're always going to have the people who are going to play a spearhead. I have to learn how to defend against it anyway.
You know, it's not. Maybe it's not a bad thing. Yeah.
Well, I think one of the things is if I know a spearhead's coming, like I didn't do this time, like I said I was going to do, and I didn't, is start stepping on the back, not at the front of my deployment zone.
Right.
Increase that range a bit. Although saying that, yeah, no, that still matters because you can't come within a certain inch of my
Of the
deployment zone, so it
yeah.
does give me a buffer still.
But if you, again, like with the spearheads up, but we could always improv. We get universal carrier as your spearhead unit, right?
Universal carriers.
And how many do you have? How many do you need to have in a squad?
I believe I can't remember now. I think it's 3 or 5.
3 or 5?
I don't know.
Well, I've got big clunky dice. We could always sub in to get the mechanic down.
I couldn't do that. That would be awful. I mean, I'm playing with unpainted miniatures. I can't play with freaking
with dice. It's a gelatinous cube.
Exactly, yeah.
Coming through.
Nice thing is by that one being destroyed, it's completely blocked that off. I can't get through there now. So the ground has a tactical move of 10 inches.
Well, you successfully made me hide from those
Has
pounders.
a range of 24 inches. Oh, you pretty much.
That's right.
As soon as I put them here, I knew your panzers would go over there.
Pretty much had to.
Yeah.
Not that the range on those things isn't a billion kilometers though.
Yeah.
What's the range on your HQs?
I've got to look up the Shermans now. I don't know. Of course, the Shermans at the front of the book, and their infantry is at the back of the book.
So do they have a different unit card then for the Shermans?
They would do, but I don't have it because
Right.
you know I had the book.
Are they the same as the American Shermans?
Well, better because they're being driven by English people. But other than
Oh,
that,
yeah, that's right.
Whoops.
These Shermans have T's up.
Alright, so my 10-inch tactical. Their move is 10 inches, just like the grants. 10, 12, 18, 20. Actually, it's exactly the same as the grants, except they have a better cross. Right.
Well, they're operating in the shadow of those 88s right now. So if you can keep kind of behind this.
Well, no, that's the plan. The plan is not to be in line with your freaking 88.
Well, why not? I think that's a good plan. But,
yeah, I think you're biased there, and I can't think why right now.
no, it's totally about you.
Yeah.
No,
Mm.
have fun. I mean, whatever you want to do.
Okay. Well. Yeah.
So what would Monty do?
Now, the challenge is, you know, I've not moved yet, and I'm already, you're in my face.
Yeah. That's how I played Eldar too. Just get in their faces and let them try and deal with it as we go.
Yeah. I do wish not I had the infantry cards though.
Oh, you don't have the infantry cards?
No, because I don't know. I've not sat down and studied to see if the motor company stats are different from the rifle company stats.
I see.
So I'm playing a rifle. I have the stats for the motor company. I don't have the cards for the rifle company. Boys anti-tank rifle is halted or moving rate of 1. Anti-tank 4, firepower 5. Front armor of a Panzer 3.
Front armor of a Panzer 3 is 6.
Yeah, so that's nice.
But the sides are 3s.
Yeah.
I think that Grant should clear through and side punches.
Punches.
Can you side punch stuff? Oh.
Well, let's move these guys up anyway. Come to there.
My commander is valiantly hiding behind the 8 rads and the wall. Valiant.
I see that.
Pure honor.
He is very brave.
He's very brave.
Mm-hmm. Actually, let's do it that way. Get it in as well.
Nice.
Okay. That's my mortar team. The mortar team has a range of 16 inches.
What's his standing rate of fire? Because he can shoot at targets he can't see, right?
That's right. Yeah.
I just leave him right there.
So that's what I'm thinking. Leave him right there. Overhead fire. What does overhead fire do? I'm wondering if there's a certain minimum distance within the build. So right now I'm right up against the wall. I have to shoot you straight up.
No, I think it's just a generic. I think you could shoot it 1 inch in front of you, actually.
Right. Because I know there was.
Because my mortar.
In V3, there was a rule about that. You couldn't do it within 4 inches.
So okay, so my mortar, my 8 centimeter mortar is an artillery. So artillery. So artillery.
Where's my special rules? How does these go?
Artillery. Aiming point, bulletproof cover, danger close, medium engagements.
93. Alright, so overhead fire. Grenade launchers and light mortars capable of overhead fire can fire over friendly teams, is all it says.
Perfect.
So it doesn't say about the wall, but I think I still have to have line of sight.
So they can check it like 3 feet in front of Tim, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I still have to be able to see you, so I have to move out to see you.
Oh, I thought they didn't have to see.
Well,
Doesn't it the squad see?
no.
Because artillery doesn't need to see. 3166.
So that's artillery, because you've got an observer. Yeah, this isn't artillery, this is mortar. So,
30, artillery 66, 71. A lot of rules looking up. Picking spotting teams, finding who can bombard.
I'm going to go with I need line of sight, just to make it simple. So we're just going to do that. We're moved. Okay, this side over here, I'm going to make a blitz move if I can. So my tactics rating on my Grant is 4. So I'm trying to do a blitz move with the Grant. I need a 4+. I don't get it. So that sucks. Because now if I don't, even if I don't move now, I still get the +1.
And that's on the Grant?
Yeah.
Well, you can just park them up against the wall.
Well, the idea was to do a blitz move to do that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but I failed the blitz move.
What's his range?
Plenty. Plenty for what I want to do anyway. Yeah, screw it.
Hello, tanks.
Yeah.
Hello, chum. Yeah, you've got to get those guys in there. Do you have to roll for crossing terrain or anything?
Yes. Let's do that. It's a good idea.
But you can just unblock, right? Like
3+.
it's,
3+. We're good.
Oh, we're good.
Okay. All right. These guys, they are going to move there 10 inches as well.
You never know what lurks in them African woods.
Hmm.
What's your machine gun ready
For
to
one
fire?
turn, I'm thinking I might not move. Might stay around and shoot the snot out of you. We're not going to move them. They're going to move.
Whichever.
Not to stay within. No, I can't. It's brought within 2 inches of you. So.
Aha, concealment, sir. Concealment. Feel that.
Yeah.
Feel the conceal.
Yeah. I'm not going to move him. And where's my mortar? He's not going to move either. And we're going to also send the HQs in as well.
Dun 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 dun. HQs, go.
Right. So that's that done. No, he's not going to move it. So I'm going to be able to see the target. Okay, we're going to try that. So moved, not moved, 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 moved. Shooting. Sweet. So let's get some cards out here now. I'm going to start with my Grant. So my Grant's got a +1 because he failed the blitz. I've moved, so I've got a rate of fire of 1. So what's your Panzer ordinarily need to hit?
To hit is a 4+. He's confident.
4, so I need a 5 because of blitz. I didn't get it. My 2 Shermans. Well, I've not finished yet, so I also have the secondary weapon, the 37mm. So 37mm, because I'm firing the second weapon, there's a +1 to hit to that. So ordinarily I need a 4, but +1 because of blitz makes it 5. +1 for second weapon means it needs a 6. I didn't get that either. We go on to the Shermans.
Yeah. Sherman's angry.
So Shermans, they're going to fire with their 75mm guns, so it's 1 dice each, anti-tank 10, 3+. What do I need to hit you?
On the Panzers?
Yeah.
4s.
4s. So nothing, so 4s. There's 2
Whoa,
hits.
2 4s, nice.
Anti-tank 10.
Anti-tank 10.
So for arms
armor's 9. No whammies, no 1s, and that's a bad one. Roll firepower.
Your armor is 9?
Oh, that's the anti-tank. Sorry, armor's 6. So 6
Because
in
it
the way.
said
Yeah, I know. It's going the other way. Okay, so what do you
Anti-tank at 10.
10. So 1 is good.
Yeah,
1 is not a bail. Roll firepower.
3+.
Oh,
That's
oh,
it.
boom.
That's a dead tank.
Shaklam goes the tank.
From armor 9 on a mid-war tank is incredible.
He's like a little baby tiger. He believes in himself.
Okay.
He believes in himself.
All right.
All right.
So that's the Grants and the Sherman HQ moved. Now I'm going to do this. So I'll rotate to aim. I'm going to shoot that guy at your anti-tank gun. I'm going to rotate this guy and shoot at this. So I've got 1 shooting your anti-tank gun, 1 shooting your thing there. These are my 17-pounders. Their range is 36 inches. So you're definitely over 16. 2 shots because I haven't moved. And what do I need to hit you?
The anti-tank team's 4.
4s. So +1 for long range.
+1 for
And +1
conceal.
for piercing. So 6s.
Yeah, drama theater.
Hey!
Hey!
Okay, so anti-tank at 12.
Anti-tank.
Oh, a gun save. See,
A gun save of 3+.
Alright, so 1 dice, 3+. You passed it. You're good.
Just.
Over this side then. So shooting the tanks there. The guns there. What do I need to hit you?
4s.
4s. Oh, really? Really?
You're not allowed to
Right
shoot
in
them.
front of me, and I can't
You're
hit
not
you.
allowed to shoot them.
All right.
It's bad.
So I got my Shermans
I'm
here
failing
now.
out next. I just want to get the infantry on the walls.
Okay. I don't think it's fair that all your dice are 6s and all mine are not. Alrighty. So I'm going to shoot my Shermans now at your transports.
Yeah.
Alright, so you say ordinarily 4s to hit.
4's hit.
So 5s because of concealment.
A lot of shots.
Not,
There you
not
go.
very good shots though. 2.
2. Well, it's only, there's only 3 there.
Yeah.
There's 2 guys in
So
each.
allocate 2.
Allocate 2, so I'll allocate to the. I don't like this. I'll allocate to.
Actually, it has to be these 2 because he's in long range.
He's in long range?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll allocate 1 to him who's got the gun team, and this guy's got 2 infantry teams.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so.
1 each.
So
anti-tank of 10, so I give a save.
yeah, I've got a tank save of 5+.
Alright, so
That's it, just 5+.
5 plus.
This guy?
Yep.
No. This guy? Oh, it was a 6.
So firepower checks. Because hang on, now that's something because it's
Soft-skin transport is destroyed. An armored cannot charge into the passengers too. Tactical team. Tank is saved.
no, because it
5+.
says tank save, so yeah, I do have to make a firepower check.
Because I'm in concealment.
So 3 plus.
So they're basically 5+ infantry.
3 plus. There are times when I hate this game.
Well, you've been rolling lots of 1s and 2s. That's the.
Okay, so the Shermans did absolutely nothing.
That's been our week so far, so you're good.
Let's go
Just
to the
again.
infantry. So with the infantry now.
You wanted your infantry to do some glorious stuff. That's what you wanted.
Wow,
You didn't want the tanks to steal all the glory.
All the glory.
Yeah, that's just, you don't want all the glory being stolen.
All right, so we'll start with the boy's anti-tank rifle. He didn't move. His range is 20 inches, so I could shoot you, or I could shoot a rat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do I need to hit the rat?
Rats are, they're reluctant, man. They are not wanting to be here. 5+.
5 plus. Well, what's the front armor on a rat?
3.
Oh, then no, we'll go for the soft skin transport. Yeah, so just going to hit transport. And I need a 4 to hit that, ordinarily.
I'd hit that for a 4.
Yeah, and then 5 for concealment. Didn't get it. Okay, so that's the anti-tank. The mortar team.
Magic.
Mortar team's going to try the same thing. 2-inch mortar. It's assault 4, small firing overhead. Small. Oh, it's only anti-tank of 2. Ah, we'll still do it. I'm going to try and hit this guy here. So 5 again. Oh, we got it. So my anti-tank of 2, but we still a tank save 5 plus.
Tank save 5+. 5+. Oh!
And the 2-inch mortar has a 4 plus firepower. 4 plus, 4 plus, 4 plus, 4. Nothing. Okay, so then we go to my rifle teams.
Fateful.
So,
Fateful.
Only 2 lose? I didn't realize I did. 1, 2,
Because they're rifle teams, right?
3, 4, 5. Well, there's a Bren gun and an SMLE rifle team, so yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, so it's 5 shots, all hitting new transports. So 5's to hit.
2.
And that gives me 5 hits. I've got 5 hits against them.
Oh, is it 5 hits, 5
done
regular
nothing
saves?
for nothing. No, 5 hits for the pinning.
Oh, for the pinning, yeah. With
Now,
2 hits.
So 2 of them hit with an anti-tank of 2, so 5 plus saves.
Just 5+ regular save.
Yeah. And
1.
then 6 firepower. Nothing. And then I got my 2
Now,
space.
they bail out, don't they? At that point?
No, I have not passed the firepower check, so nothing's happening.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, because.
I mean, not
oh,
cool.
wait, no. Because.
I don't think they bail out.
No, because it's because you got the tank save. So
It's
it
like
means
a
I still
gun
have to
save
pass
or
the
infantry.
firepower.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so no, I think we're alright. We're playing it right, I think. Smelly teams, they have same as before, so 5s to hit you. Nothing. Well, that was amazing.
I'm just getting out of the transports, and then we'll play the game. That's the plan. I'm getting out of the transports.
Okay.
We'll play that game.
Now, the infantry over here, they need to do something now. So I have my my anti-tank gun shooting against the rad just for fun. So what's your rads to hit?
Check it on the hacking dog. Rats to hit are 5, sir.
Hit on a 5?
Yeah, they're reluctant. They're not happy. The 8 rats.
Wow, so that means a 6 because of concealment. Nothing. Then I have my mortar, it's going to shoot over here. So to hit your infantry.
Wait. Oh, it's hit on a 4+. I lied. Sorry, no, I've been doing the wrong thing. So it's the 4+ is hit on because
Yeah.
you're careful. That's what it.
Okay,
The
so
reluctant
that
is the
5 would have
motivation.
hit. Right, so the 5 would have hit.
Okay, perfect.
So the boy's anti-tank, the anti-tank of that is a 4 against your front armor. So
A 4, front armor's 3.
yeah, so 1 means I get a chance to bail you.
1.
Nope.
So just pass.
It is passed. Good. Okay, so then I have my mortar, and my mortar's going to hit here. What do I need to hit your infantry?
Infantry are careful. 4+.
4+, so 5 for clearance, for concealment.
Nice.
Mortar's got you with. They'll make a save.
Regular
Oh,
save.
allocate it. Sorry.
I'll allocate it to the infantry team.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay. Make
And
save.
then
3+.
3+. Just.
You're good. Okay. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 teams shooting. Now he moved.
So how many hits you got? 1 hit so far, right?
And these 2 didn't move. Yeah, he didn't move, so that's 2 shots for them. Okay.
So just keep track of pinning. I've been hit once so far, right? Okay. Perfect.
Hitting you on force.
Force.
Yeah, +1 for concealment. Yeah. So 5s. 2.
2. Nice.
2 saves.
2 infantry saves. Ooh, 1
Failed
down.
1. Failed 1 and 5 power 6. Nope, you're good. No, you're good.
Because
You're behind the wall, so it's
right.
bulletproof cover.
Gotcha.
Okay. But
I should have allocated 2, by the way.
puts you onto 3 saves. 3 hits. So still not enough. Alright, well that's my shooting. Amazing as it was. Let's go on to assaults. So I want to. Yeah, that's what I think. We need to look at see what happens when I assault.
Right.
So I would hope all that happens is your transports run away and your infantry get out, and then we have a scrap.
Well, if I
if that is what happens, then I'm not going to do very well because I didn't.
I must
did pin
break
you.
off his assault.
I did pin you. Didn't I? You got 5 hits on your transports.
That's right. So can the transports be pinned? They got the tank save like an infantry. That sounds right.
So let's have a look.
Is there a check for pinning, shooting at aircraft, shooting at destroying additional batteries, assigned hits?
So there's a bit about transports. Let's look at transports here.
Infantry, gun, and unarmored tank units, which is me.
Yeah.
Are pinned down by 1 hit. Is that right? Is that right?
Sorry, what
Page 70. That might be a typo. So
are you looking at? Sorry.
page 70 for me. Roll saves, repeating movements. So automatically.
Sorry, I'm not sure what you're looking at.
Oh, that's no. I looked at pin down, but that's in the artillery phase. So artillery shooting.
Yeah, you're looking at artillery there. I'm looking for
Pin down. Pin down units. If unit takes a total of 5 hits, at least 12 teams only pin down. Armored tank teams and aircraft cannot be pinned down, so I can be pinned.
Yeah, because you're an unarmored tank.
Shoot moving rate of fire cannot move closer to visible enemy or bombard. Shoot with moving rate of fire. So can I drive away if I'm pinned? I don't think so.
Yes.
Oh, I can?
If you move, you have to move no closer to an enemy, I believe is the rule.
All right. So they're just scared poopless.
Yeah, but what I want to know is what happens to the guys inside. And this is where transports are always tricky like this because it's always got special rules for it.
Yeah.
I just can't find the page for transport anymore.
I'll just look for it under T. Transport teams. Assaulting, dismounting, mounting transport units, attachment, spring forward, deployed, reserve, center, rear, turret tank. So, transport teams. Oh, they're tractors too. What does that mean? Oh, the rules. Dismounting, mounting, assaults. So I am pinned. Transport teams and assaults. 77. Roll saves, roll to hit, assault rating, improvised tanks. No saves if not armored. Infantry, gun, and unarmored tank teams hit and assaults are automatically destroyed. Yeesh. So if you don't have a dedicated anti-tank, you have improvised weapons. You have an anti-tank of 2, firepower of 1+. Hit top or sides armor.
26, 44.
Rules.
No, it's just crazy.
So I think they're standalone on their
I found,
own.
right, so I found transport page I'm looking for. So passengers in transport. Yeah. Mounting, transport, dismounting from said transport, bring transports forward. Shooting at passengers. Passenger transport. If a transport team is destroyed by shooting, gun tow by passengers on tanks, so it's nothing to do with any of that. So that didn't help at all.
Excellent.
Yes, always good.
Well then, well then. So I think they're just standalone teams.
77.
Yeah.
So what's 77 say?
So 77. Improvised anti-tank. No saves if not armored, so they're not armored.
Infantry, gun, and unarmoured tank teams hit in an assault are automatically destroyed. If a transport team is destroyed, all of its passengers are also destroyed. That's what I thought. So sweet. If I kill your transport, the guys inside are done.
Yeah, it even says right there.
Which is, oh,
I told you.
I didn't listen.
I done said.
It did. So that's interesting. So there. So you bring your transport teams with your passengers already embarked too close, and I get to assault before you get to disembark.
I think it's just for moving
That's
stuff around the rear.
dangerous, yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's literally about getting the guys from here to here,
Yeah.
because they can move 18 inches, where regular infantry can move, what, 8?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so I don't think that's too bad. Like, they can cross-country dash at 12, but you get an extra...
So that's better than I was expecting. I was expecting I charge them, and as soon as I charge them, they'll jump out. But no, this way, if I destroy it, you're done. You're toast.
You're
You're
toast.
out.
That's a whole squad of infantry, toasteroonies.
Yeah. Now, the other thing, of course, I didn't realise is, do you get a save? Because you are an unarmoured tank team.
No saves if not armored.
There you go. So I literally, this is great.
Infantry guns and unarmored tank teams hit in an assault are automatically destroyed. If a transport team is destroyed, all its passengers are also destroyed.
So assaulting teams move up to 4 inches into contact with the enemy.
So hold on. So infantry, gun, and unarmored tank teams hit in an assault are automatically destroyed now? There's no save.
No.
If I hit you, it's
If I get down, well, there never has been. In assaults, that's the thing. When you're assaulting infantry don't get a save in assaults.
Wow.
So that's why the assault is the crucial
the
thing.
crucial thing. Well, I'm about to learn very drastically.
I'm going to charge 4 inches, which is pretty much everybody. Yeah, so there's 1,
Who can assault?
2, 3. I need to figure out, I believe the HQ can come in, but there's a rule about them being able to come in, but I can't think what it is.
Move at dash speed, more. Okay, so team can assault if it is not pinned down or a heavy weapon. Move at dash speed.
No, it's because they can't, because it's warrior teams that can do that. That's what it is. So they'll go into here and here, leave room for this guy.
Lead from the front to charge and defend. Formation's commander and their HQ unit can combine with the unit from their formation to conduct a joint assault.
What's that you're reading?
Right here. Leading from the front. A formation commander and their HQ unit can combine with the unit.
Thank you. That's the rule I was looking for. So they can charge you.
Must start the assault step within 6 inches in line of sight of each other.
No, that's not right. There we go.
Charge into contact.
Well, he's a mortar team. He can't do it. That's why. These two don't move because they don't want him to attack, and he can't attack. He's a mortar team. So we've done the charging. Opponent's defensive fire. Your tanks can't defensive fire.
Tank teams cannot assault other tank teams, so they cannot charge into contact with enemy tank teams, heavy weapons, independent teams, gun teams, and unarmored tank teams cannot charge into contact at all. Okay, so defensive, assaulting in through terrain.
Defending teams within 8 inches of the assaulting teams. So let's look that up. What's that mean?
Opponent's defensive fire. If the assaulting unit charges into contact, the opposing player conducts a defensive fire. The assaulting can close. Each enemy team within 8 inches of an assaulting team.
Yeah. So your rats
is a defending team and shoots as if it was their shooting step. Defending teams shoot at their halted rate of fire unless they're pinned. Defending teams must target an assaulting team within 8 inches of it. Defending teams cannot fire artillery bombardments. Defending infantry teams do not block line of sight because they're stationary. No mistaken target. Defensive fire hits side armor. No bulletproof cover. Closing with the enemy into contact with the enemy through friendly. So if I pin you, unit takes at least 5 hits from defensive fire and becomes pinned down. So if I can get 5 hits with my tanks, with my rate of fire of 3 on the machine guns. Okay, so I just gotta get 1, 2, 3.
So it's your
4, 5,
halted rate of
6.
fire on your rads.
Right, so
That's
I've got
3.
3, so I got
6
2
dice.
rads.
Yeah.
Okay.
And infantry are hit on a 4+, but I am concealed. But do I get concealment when I'm charging in?
And you think you have deadly assault on your infantry, man.
What's that?
You have deadly assault.
What's that? Oh, that's
Your skill, yeah.
higher to hit rating. But let me just check what's something else here. So, oh, but maybe we're concealed. So I am concealed. Yeah, because we're behind the wall. But I don't get the bulletproof cover.
Right.
Yeah, the Tottenham teams
No
are never
bulletproof
bulletproof
cover.
from
Okay.
defensive fire, but maybe concealed. So ordinarily hits on a 4, so you need 5s to hit me.
So I need 5 5s on 6 dice.
On 6 dice to help the assault.
Ready? 1.
You suck. I hate when you do this.
No, it doesn't pin you down.
No.
Oh, but I should still roll the rest for
There's one.
1 hit.
Okay. So I got to
Uh,
save against that.
yeah.
3+. Oh, come on.
Machine gun, anti-tank is firepower is
No
6.
bulletproof cover. Remember.
Oh.
That's
That's right.
it.
Tut, 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 tut. That's what you get for running up and over. So I got 1 stand of infantry, and you're about to get 5.
I'm going to get 6 hits against you. Yeah. And what is that deadly assault you're saying?
3+.
Yeah, the cruiser. Rifle platoons. Assault 4+. I have a 4+ on my assault. 2, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 dice.
So it's just
Force
there's no modifiers, just force.
No, this is
Assaults are pretty sweet.
Well, if you get them right, they're awesome, and I've never been able to get them right before.
Now, if I have my infantry out,
Oh,
and
then
you
it'd be a
assault
completely
it,
different
because
story.
it'd be each one would get 3.
Exactly.
3 rate of
Because
fire back.
you'd be pinned, because I did pin you,
Yeah.
but yeah, you'd be defensive fire, but way more effective. The fact is, this is probably the worst scenario for your transport.
Well, they're just having a coffee.
Oh, I know. Now, given what I've been rolling on,
Yeah, we'll see what you roll. I mean, 3.
it don't matter, does it?
Oh, 3
3.
plus
So there's 3. No 4s. I need 4s to hit.
3s. Well, that's 3 hits.
Oh wait, no. What's assault 4 mean? Oh no, assault 3. What's the assault 4 bit mean? Oh, I know what it means. The 2-inch mortar team. The cruiser, the 2-inch mortar, and the boys' anti-tank rifle are not as well equipped as the riflemen for hand-to-hand combat, so they hit on a 4+ rather than a 3+. That's why I kept them out.
Okay.
So I actually got 5 hits.
So you got 5 hits, and so that is
There
just
is no
there's
save.
no save, there's nothing.
So you allocate
They're just
5 hits and
dead.
there you go.
So there's going to be 3 guys going.
I have had no luck all night, so I'm going to take pleasure in taking them off.
Yeah,
because
that's a whole infantry platoon.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
These guys didn't even need to make it onto the table.
So that was the.
So assaults are pretty darn effective. But again, when we've been playing, everybody's been playing with tanks.
We
So
never
I don't
get
really,
assaults,
you
no.
never get assaults because tanks can't assault, right?
Yeah.
So.
But infantry, that's why when you and I played, we played with infantry. We tried to do it, and it's never gone right because your defensive fires annihilated me, or we just never got the. Because there's a whole science to get the assault right. And all
Yeah.
this, and pinning is part of it.
Pinning is part of it, yeah.
So we've rolled to hit, we've done the saves to do and telling you, we've checked the assault is over. The assaulting unit is won if all defending teams that could be contacted by assaulting teams was further foreign movement has been destroyed or failed out. If the assaulting unit has won, the defending team must now break off. Test to counter. If the assaulting unit did not win the assault, well we did, we won the assault.
Yeah.
So that's it, that's the end of that
That
assault.
is her.
And now that's my first turn over, so over to your turn.
You kept your card, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So,
So
played it
I'm
yet.
going
I
to-
wish I had played it now, because I would have got my victory points, but no.
Oh, we did, yeah.
As it is, draw 3 cards.
1, 2, draw 1, 2, 3 cards. Going to do
This is a new addition, allowing your HQ units to join your thing. That's
Yeah.
something that used to always bother me, because it never used to before. So your HQ would stand there while the rest of the units run in.
start to turn, remove 1 counter. Once both counters are removed, the objective can be captured. Oh, draw them out. This is a place an objective marker at the center of the table with 2 turn counters. At the start of each turn, remove 1 counter. Once both counters have been removed, the objective can be captured. That's cool. Line in the sand, and this one hidden. unit. So a team is not a unit. A unit is a set of teams, right? All right. Okay, so what's the center of the table?
Roughly or accurately?
Roughly accurate.
Roughly accurate. That's great. I like your So 2.5 feet.
Okay, so I'm going to play a line in the sand.
So the line in the sand, that's center of the table right there. We'll put ice there. That's your center.
Perfect.
So there's an objective, or that's just a
That's an objective. Center of the table.
Place 3 objective markers, one in the center of the table and the other two 12 inches from the first objective in any direction, and any player who rolls one of these objectives scores a point.
Okay.
You get the great dice rolls, you get the great cards.
Well, we're picking 3 at a time. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
So,
So the first objective goes on there, and then the other two go
one in the center of the table and the other two player who holds one of these objectives. So it's just a straight up objective.
Yep.
So 1, and then 12 inches away. Put 1 here. Oh man, if I get overrun, I'm screwed all. Within 12 inches?
No, 12 inches.
12 inches from in any direction.
So we're going to go 12 inches, that's 12 inches there, so
Up here.
12 inches.
And then I'll do another 12 inches into the infantry over here.
Okay. 12 inches. They can't go on the wall. It has to be able to sit flat.
Yeah. All right.
So this don't matter. It's 3.
Not anymore, does it? All right.
3 objectives over there. That's crazy.
Take 1 objective, 1 point for each.
But there's 2 turn markers or something like that?
I know that was a different one. This is just score a point for each.
Alright. So at the start of your turn you get to do that. Right.
Get out of those lines there, man. Get those infantry up.
Alright, so do you have any bailed out?
I have no build out, I got it destroyed.
Do you have any? Yeah, you have 1 destroyed, but you don't have anything else, so you're still good standing.
Right.
So you're good.
Okay, aircraft.
Alright, how does that work?
Let's see how that works. It was a 4+, I heard. I saw a rumor. Shooting movement, starting movement.
Alright, so yeah.
So under starting, on a score of 4+, a unit of aircraft arrives until the end of the turn. 4+. Just. Page 39. So then they come in anywhere, I do believe.
Alright, so at the start of each of your turns, the only player may roll a dice on a 4+ the aircraft unit arrives, and will be placed anywhere on the table in the movement step as long as the aircraft stand can be placed flat on the table or suspended with suitable terrain. The aircraft shoots or bombard as normal in the shooting step just before an aircraft attacks. The enemy can shoot their anti-aircraft weapons at it. All aircraft are removed from the table at the end of the shooting step, and any casualties they suffer carry over when they return. So anywhere on the table. The Stukas.
The Stukas. I think we're gonna have to go top armor. Now can we strafe? What can Stukas do? I don't know.
Oh, you got the card.
They get bombs. Bombs.
Bombers.
Tactical unlimited cross auto. So they just appear, right? They don't fly anywhere. They
No,
just show up.
place them on there.
Do they have to be within coherency?
Yes, they're a unit, so they still have to have within 6 inches.
Yeah.
They're a squadron, sir.
There's
A squadron of the Luftwaffe.
the Luftwaffe.
What's this arse end shot going on, eh?
Tack, 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 tack. I'm just gonna fly these around for the next couple days, I'm pretty sure.
You don't have to stand for that?
I do, but it's a weird plastic assemble and. Das ist mein Stuka. Do you have a stand?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
Plan for the stoop. Oh, hang on.
What?
I keep a understand in this box and it's not there.
Uh-oh.
Which means I've left it at Kyle's or something. No, I don't understand. I did have one, but I don't have one now.
You know what? I'll make you a brass rod stand. It'll be awesome. Amaze balls. It'll be so good.
We'll make it like 12 inches high.
But did you see the picture? Here, I'll show you something. Like this is, let's talk about line of sights. So I think the new kits have a different line of sight. Look at that. Look at the height on that.
Well, he is on a piece of terrain too, but you're right, that's still
No,
really
but
high.
look at this one. He's not on a piece of terrain. Look.
No, you're right, they're really high. Interesting.
So I might need to buy a Stuka box just to have it.
I wonder where you draw the line of sight for aircraft then in shooting, because I wonder if it's just from the base. I think it might be from the stem or something.
Or the model, like it's just a model at a different location on the table. But that would be cool to have the terrain and stuff make a difference.
So line of sight is traced from any point on the flight stand of an aircraft.
Ah.
So there you go. So it's more about the base part of it.
It's all about that base.
It's all about the.
Very well done.
Yeah, like that? That's awesome.
Oh, that was pretty good actually. I don't know that at all. That's pretty good. All right, so
like the
Stukas
fat man
are-
in that video, guys.
Okay, so we've got the tape.
Yeah, sorry, take two.
Yeah, no worries.
You can carry on your movement?
I will. So that's deployed. Now I gotta move my other dudes. Okay. So you still pick units. If I was to miraculously end up over here, you would still pick which units in the squad,
There's
right?
two units there, remember. The HQ unit and the rest of the platoon.
Yeah, right.
And right now the platoon is out of, it's out of command.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this unit is out of command, these units are out of command because there's my head running it.
Right. So if I can trace from you to you, so I can shoot that unit
can shoot
out
anything.
in the open,
Yeah, and I allocate any of it.
and then they get the bulletproof
Yep.
cover. Yeah.
Now remember, these two didn't move, so they're still concealed and gone to ground.
Oh, right. Well, if my moving, my tactical is 10 inches. So my moving is,
So it's actually easier to hit the guys behind the wall because they only get a +1 for concealment, whereas you only get +2 for concealment and gone to ground.
yeah.
Until you move. If you move through the hole in the wall, of course, then I'm not concealed anymore.
Yeah, so I think I'm just going to,
You hit in reverse. Did we scare the 8 rats back? No way! Don't
well, all
believe
their
it.
friends just died, you know, Franz and Fritz and
Franz and Fritz.
and Hans and Olga, and yeah, it was horrible.
Oh, Olga's in there.
Olga's in there too. Well, you know, they're in the truck, man. It's really keep the wine.
That's right.
I just gotta stay in the shadow of those guns.
I disagree. I think you need to come in and say hello.
That is a fair dinkum point, sir. Fair dinkum. All right. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna guarantee I'm in the shadow of those guns.
You're in the shadow of the gun, boys.
I'm in the shadow of guns.
Yeah.
Though I walk through the shadow of the valley of the guns. Something stupid. None of those.
Well, not if you're religious, I mean.
Yeah.
That's just from the Bible, but you know, it's something out to Christians in the world.
10 inches.
That's a cross check. You going over the wall?
Can I go this way?
You can. You have to count the inches.
Always about counting inches with you.
Make the cross check. Come on.
Yeah. So what is it, 1?
I have no idea. What's your cross on your right?
I don't know. It is, does it 6 count?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
You can.
And then the other one is going to do not as fancy. He's going to not pay the cross check. Beep beep. Beep beep. What's that? What'd they do to you?
Spear, freaking.
Spearhead.
Yeah.
Spearhead.
That's what they did to me.
That's what they did. So if I was to assault building to building, if you were pinned.
Vehicles can't go in buildings.
No, with the infantry. So if I use the 8 rads and the panzers to put pressure on your infantry.
Yeah, 5 hits with pins them.
And then you get 1 rate of fire return.
I get.
On the assault.
I use my half rate of fire, whatever the rule is for pinning. Yeah.
Is it half or is it moving rate?
It used
of
to
fire?
be half.
So we just looked at that.
So again, I have to say that was V3, and I'm not sure V3.
Yeah, no, that's
I can
cool.
look it up while you carry on moving. Pinned. Right, pinned. Yeah, there we go. So 75, 76.
The whole platoon of infantry.
After assaulting a team shoots dead.
Okay.
Defending team shoot at their halted rate of fire unless they are pinned down, in which
Hands
case
or
you shoot out.
shoes.
So if you pin me, I use my moving rate of fire.
Which is 2.
No, my infantry moving rate of fire is not 2.
Oh, because you're
1.
rifles.
Yeah. It's 2 for halted, 1 for moving. No, 1 for moving. So yeah, effectively it's halves of it. You're right.
All right, so you assault on top armor anyway. All right, so we're gonna go.
The daring of the Germans, huh?
So Germans,
The Deutsche Afrika Korps.
very, very ambitious. So Germans are coming. I would have to pull a cross check to get around here, right?
To get where?
To get to like here.
Well, you can fit through the gap there, but over that wall would be a cross check to come through it, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna cross check here.
Okay.
So what, if I screw up, it happens on the wall?
If it happens, you stop right where you are if you fail it, yeah. Once you cross on the pants of 3.
I don't know. This is really exciting. Cross check.
End of your travel, end of your speed bar.
End of the speed bar.
Keep going to the left, to the right, to the right, to the right.
Oh, cross 3+.
So you're good. So just carry on your move.
Just close.
Just Klaus.
Just Klaus. That was a Klaus one. It's horrible. Okay, that was a Klaus one. Yeah, the other ones are brilliant. Those are brilliant, man. What's wrong with you? Those are Klaus one.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 inches. So I can keep my team stationary, some of my teams, and the other teams I can move.
Yes.
It doesn't affect the whole unit, right?
No, it doesn't have to, you go by team, so if that one moves, you just moving rate of fire.
So these guys moved, these guys didn't. A little bit more mental bookkeeping, but not...
As far as I'm aware, I mean, obviously after playing the game, I'll probably reread the rules again just to remember. We didn't play often enough to remember them, that's the challenge.
Yeah. I don't want too many close calls, okay. All right, looking dangerous, looking deadly.
The funny is when you look at these, you've not put the propellers on this, have you?
No, that is literally out of the box, sir.
I'm looking at them here, and they're pretty much identical.
Yeah, they're really, really close.
Yeah.
So I'd have to kind of strip and paint the other one.
And I'm sorry, I'll see if I can find the fins.
But look at the tail fins on the resin one. They're just flat.
Yeah, no, that's what they like. And that's exactly what these ones were like, exactly like that. Just the problem is the surface contact is so flimsy, you know, that I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's
But you could
your case, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice if see the plastic one is a little will be nice because it'll have its own kind of strong strength, and you'll have like the plastic wall to get the bond.
Yeah.
And the resin is really cool because it's one piece.
Yeah.
But again, anything happens to those and you're kind of boned, right? So,
Yeah.
all right. So the leaders are there. Do we want to assault your infantry? Do you want to do payback? I don't know if I want to assault infantry or not. You got that Grant, which I can hopefully kill for no reason.
No reason.
And you've got the 2 Shermans too. What's the rate of fire on the Sherman machine guns?
What 2 Shermans?
What 2 Shermans? They're green. I actually lost track of them for a while.
This is a camouflage scheme. Is that what you said to me earlier?
No, I didn't do the tricks. Very difficult to see.
What is it? What else? Sorry, the machine gun.
Yeah.
The machine gun on a Sherman is 2. Halting or moving is 2 with an anti-tank of 2 and firing 6.
Nice. Okay. All right. So we're going to shoot at the. We're going to shoot at the unit here.
Okay.
With my 6 machine guns.
Okay. So so basically go by the easiest shot. Remember.
Yeah. So that'll be these guys.
Nope, it's not because they're concealed and gone to ground. It would actually be these guys.
So it'd be these guys then.
Okay,
Well, I might as well go for the HQ. Do you have any craziness on the HQs?
The HQs? No, not at all. So they're hit on the forward now. There's a 5 for concealment.
Yeah, sure. Here we go. Oops.
There's 2 hits.
2 hits.
So 2 saves.
2 Space Marine saves, gladly made.
We're good.
And that is that. Tap, 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 tap.
Alrighty.
Yeah. It'd be nice to pin them. This anti-tank gun. Oh, I gotta move that other anti-tank gun. I should have done that. Okay, so this anti-tank gun will shoot at the that. So that is 16, I think. Is it?
So this goes from the mount of the gun. So first of all, rotate to you're going to rotate to aim.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it goes from the gun.
Oh, is that how it goes?
Yep.
So,
So you figure out where within fire, within field of fire, and then all you do is rotate till the gun points at the target.
No, I don't have the tables. Does that mean I can still do it?
You're still allowed to. Yeah. That's how it works. I don't know who you're shooting at there, but that's a building.
Yeah. I don't think I can even see that. Oh yeah, maybe. No. So I'd have to move this guy.
Yeah.
So okay, so what's the shooting? So I would have to have pivoted in the movement step. Is that
No,
correct?
no. You stay where you are. So the way it works is you select your unit that you're going to shoot with.
Okay.
So your anti-tank guns. You select the target. Yeah. So in this case, you want this to target this.
Yep.
And then, so at that point, you make sure you're within the field of fire.
Okay, so he is.
Your field of fire is there, so
and
we are.
he's not.
So at that point, you rotate to point to them. So rotate the end to point at the thing now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I line it up like straight.
Yeah. So basically, normal forward movement. So it basically rotates from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you measure from the gun mount to the target to range.
Okay.
So
And
who's that guy shooting?
probably the only guy I can see is those
This
guns.
guy
I
here.
think.
So yeah, just turn, rotate him. Alrighty.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay.
Measure range.
Measure
So
range.
range
So
is
he was
20.
just like 16 and change,
Yeah.
and he is way over, but
So
it's 23.
both
but-
long range.
Guns 28 inches. That's actually not amazing. We're in. Okay.
Okay.
So, do I get the full rate of fire?
So yeah, if you're not moved, the rotating is free.
Okay, perfect. So the at the Grant, I need.
So I'll tell you what you need. So ordinarily you need a 4. Okay. And you are shooting over long range, making it a 5. And
Concealed from that
shooting
wall.
from that wall, so it makes it 6.
6. All right, 6 is 1.
There's a hit. So your anti-tank,
Anti-tank is 9.
9. So my front arm is 5 plus 1 for long range.
I was going to say it's side. That's all I see, but it's in front of the
It
thing.
goes
Yeah,
from that line. Yeah. So 6 plus 6 is 12. So ricochet the shot, no problem.
Okay.
And then this
And
guy
then
over here.
Over there. So long range, concealed because you're in the trees.
Yeah.
So
So
it's-
ordinarily you need 4, so now you need 6s.
6s again.
No.
No.
Okay.
Bam.
Yeah.
Okay, so shot. HQ's not going to shoot. The
Aircraft.
aircraft I'll do. Yeah, I can do the aircraft.
Okay.
They
Well,
have
you have to
bombs.
hang on. There is anti-aircraft fire coming at you then.
Okay, so 6 inches. Can you move me within 6 inches of your guns, please? Well, no, they had the guns on them.
That's with the.
But that's later in the war.
Well, we just know.
Yeah. No, that's later in the war that they got the big guns on
So
them.
what have you got right now?
Bombs.
Oh, you're
500
dropping
kilogram bombs.
Okay. Bombes.
Bombas. 6-inch range, artillery. Anti-tank of 4. But I guess it goes on your top armor.
So let's go through all this because that's an aircraft I do not know.
Okay, so the weapon is. So I moved according to the aircraft rules.
Yep.
And then I think what's nice is they've relegated it just to artillery. So I'm sure that's top armor. That's
A
whatever.
tank or aircraft team may either fire all of its machine guns or one other weapon.
I'll fire all of the machine guns and one other weapon.
Because that's all you got.
Because I have no other machine guns. I just got the bombs.
Okay, so shooting at tanks, so you can shoot at tank, infantry, guns, use any weapon in shooting tank. Shooting at aircraft. Aircraft can only be shot at by anti-aircraft weapons. You shoot at aircraft in the enemy shooting step immediately before the aircraft shoots. A weapon that shoots at aircraft cannot shoot at another aircraft in the shooting step, shoot in defensive fire in the assault step, and shoot in their own shooting step next turn.
Cool.
So I can't shoot my 50 cals in my turn, but that's okay, I don't want to shoot my 50 cals in my turn. In addition, the team may not assault in their assault step next turn and cannot be gone to ground until the end of the enemy's next turn. You may find it useful to mark a team that shoots at aircraft. So we check the range. A weapon can only shoot. So I've got my anti-aircraft on my Shermans. It's the 50 cals. Hopefully this will do something. Otherwise, I might just lose my Shermans now. Where's my Shermans? There we go. Okay, Sherman true. So Sherman 50 cals. Halted is 3. So I've got 9 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots. Sherman's anti-tank of 4.
That's cool. You got anti-tank guns.
So, well, it's the 50 cal.
The 50 cal, yeah. But it says anti-aircraft, right?
Yes, it's the self-defense anti-aircraft. Oh, let's look at what self-defense anti-aircraft is, because I wonder if that means it's only one. Because I think self-defense AA is not as good. I think that does.
Yeah, see, I don't have any anti-aircraft in here, even the MGs.
I'm pretty sure that what looked like great 9 dice rolling is about to drop down to 3. Is my suspicion.
That's good. That's good. It's good, Dean. It's
It's not good.
Well, I don't think my aircraft are like this.
Self-defense AA, page 93.
Bombs. I will admit the firepower is the most impressive on those bombs. It's a 2+.
Yeah. Self-defense AA. Self-defense anti-aircraft weapons can shoot at aircraft with rate of fire 1.
Alright.
I said I had a feeling that was what was going to happen.
Okay, 5+, man.
5+ to hit you?
Yep, do it.
Daka, daka, daka.
Daka, daka, daka. Oh, that's 2 hits!
What's your save?
3+.
2 saves of 3.
2 saves at 3. Gray one. Oh, green one. Oh, firepower check.
Do I make a firepower check?
It's just a plain save. Oh, I don't have bulletproof cover or anything.
So yeah, I don't know. You're not armored, so...
No, that's it. Toast.
Is that it? You failed your save, because it's not a tank save, right? So there's no firepower check. So you lose a plane.
Alright, I'm going to use the unpainted grey one.
Right, so now you get to make your shooting attack.
Bombs.
The bombers.
So I've got rate of fire is artillery. Okay, so now we're here. So you defended yourself.
Sherman's hit on a 4. You hit him on a 4+.
4+. Do I have to put like an artillery thing down, or is it just
no, no, you're just attacking me. What's your rate of fire?
It's artillery.
What's artillery?
That's artillery.
Ooh! Oh, that's different then. Jesus.
It's
Oh, that's different then.
I need to get those 105 so I can actually do artillery. Select an aiming point. Pick an aiming point, land aside a squatting team. Template cannot be within 4 inches of friendly teams. Ooh.
So my square template over on the counter over there?
Template cannot be...
Yeah, you don't have any friendly teams within 4 inches of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so what it means is you put yourself literally 6 inches away so you don't catch yourself. And then you get to target where you want to put it on.
I'll put it on here. Oh, this faces the firing
so
battery.
That goes on top of the tank you're aiming for, that one.
Yep.
And it goes kind of like that, pointing back to the plane shooting.
Yep.
So you basically hit all 3 tanks and that gun.
Okay. So there's a weird thing with artillery now.
Is it really?
Yep. Additional batteries. So there's roll to range in.
Yeah, but this is aircraft. This is different.
No, this is artillery. So watch. 67. So let's do it by the numbers. So 67. So I choose an aiming point. The artillery template is 6 inches square.
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
To reflect the danger of dropping shells too close to your own positions, you may not place the artillery template within 4 inches of friendly teams. Aircraft may not place an artillery template within 8 inches of friendly teams, but do not restrict placement of their own template. That's what it was. I was like, how can I do that? Because it's 3 inches, 6 inch range. This is on 67. Okay. Rotate to face has been done. Roll to range in. Okay. If the score is greater than, so a spotting team, no.
That's right, because they're flying over it. Yeah, artillery teams rotate to face the aiming point. Done that.
Roll to hit. Okay, so here it is. So roll to hit.
Well, I know you got a range in then.
What's that?
Well, this is artillery. No, I made you a roll because I thought it was a standard roll.
Yeah.
But it's artillery, so it's different. So you've done that. So you've got to rotate to face. So the artillery teams rotate. There's no rotating. Your plane's pointing the right way. Roll to range in. A spotting team can make up to 3 attempts to range in the artillery on its aiming point. Roll a die for each attempt. If the score is greater than the artillery unit's skill rating, it's successfully ranged in. Otherwise, the ranging attempt missed. Go on to the next attempt. If the spotting team fails all 3 attempts to range in,
so if I have a spotting team, interrupting, if I have a spotting team,
you can spot for yourself.
You can spot for your aircraft with the crazy bombs. So you can call in strikes on the radio.
Yeah, but you have to still be in range of your bomb. Yeah, what's your range on your artillery?
6 inches.
Yeah, so you still have to bring the plane in 6 inches, but yeah, someone else could be the one range.
So if I had something dialed in, I could have the planes come and strike it.
I think so, yeah. I guess so. But I mean, where's the aircraft rules? Because I wonder if things with aircraft are slightly different. Because as I understand it right now, if it's standard artillery rules, yeah, you get 3 chances to range in. If you miss them, you're screwed.
Well, no, the roll to hit is different.
Yes, but you got to do the range in first.
Oh, okay, so there's the thing. Okay, so a spotting team can make 3 attempts to range in the artillery in its aiming point. Roll a die for each attempt. So I don't have a spotting team. If the spotting team fails all 3 attempts to range in, remove the ranged in marker. The artillery unit that was attempting to range in cannot shoot, assault, or fire an artillery bombardment this turn. Once a spotting team has made their 3 attempts to range in, they cannot further.
You see, this is a lot more technical, this, because I didn't realize you're artillery.
3 attempts to range.
My airplanes were cannons.
So who's the spotting team?
Your own plane.
Okay, so I'm my own spotting team.
Yeah, because that you can have a spotting team could be an observer, a spotting observer.
Here we go. Bombs. No penalty for having only 1 or 2 weapons firing. So there is a thing, the more guns you have.
That is, and that's what I wanted to find aircraft rules for, because I felt that's a bit unfair, because you can't have 6 aircraft moving in.
So I have to spot for my own thing.
As I understand it, but I'm still trying to find, is there any special rules for aircraft?
So skill veteran is 3+. Okay, so that's, so far my hypothesis is 3+ to range in.
66 and 67 is aircraft bombardment. So it's all the same. Yeah, it's all the same. What else is it?
Fails all 3 attempts to range in, remove the ranged in marker. So I think I have to put in a ranged in marker.
Yeah, so that part I understand, because it's just like my artillery.
Range in cannot shoot. Ah! If the spotting team fails all 3 attempts to range in the range marker, the artillery unit that was attempting to range in cannot shoot, assault, or fire an artillery bombardment this turn and are not on the ground. So I think the first one is just a pass to range in.
What's that, sorry?
Okay, so spotting team can make up to 3 attempts to range in the artillery's aiming rule. Roll a dice for each attempt. If the score is greater than or equal to the artillery unit's skill rating, it has successfully ranged in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the ranging attempts missed go to the next attempt.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. If the spotting team fails all 3 attempts to range in, remove the ranged in marker. The artillery unit that was attempting to range in cannot shoot, assault, or fire above this turn and are not gone to ground. Once spotting team has made their 3 attempts to range in, they cannot make any further ranging in attempts. Yeah. So I've got 3 chances to roll 3.
So it's exactly the same as it is for the thing. Now, where do you want to put it? You want to put it here.
Yeah.
So there's a difference. That puts you on the putting it there, making this template go onto an area of terrain.
Yeah.
This is a concealment bonus.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So doing that there. If you put it on this one,
yeah, let's do that.
It doesn't give you that. You won't get that stuff.
What about the center one? What does that still touch? Yeah, still.
Yeah,
so we'll go on the far side.
Yeah.
Okay.
It means you lose out trying to get the gun.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to maximize. But
so what's your skill? Now, so skill rating
3+.
aircraft is 3+. So you get first attempt, you get 3+.
I'm just gonna roll 3 dice.
You can't do it that way.
Oh really?
Because you get a penalty if you range on your second or your third
Oh,
attempt.
okay. So
it has to be done separately. So 3+.
1.
So failed on your first attempt.
2.
Failed on your second attempt. Got it on your third attempt.
Ironic. Okay.
So now if you go to roll to hit, you see, there's a +2 if ranged in on the third attempt.
Okay.
Yeah. So what happens now is you put the template on, we know you've hit all 3 tanks. So you roll 3 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 for each tank.
And there's 6s now.
And the ordinary was a 4+ to hit, but now it's 6s because it's got +2 due to your ranged in on the third attempt.
You know, I could do this a little bit. Like if we did this a few times, I'd probably get.
Oh yeah, well, once I've understood, it's just like standard artillery, except on artillery a lot. I understand the rules now.
But it was brilliant to make the planes standard artillery rules, because then it's just there's
Streamlines.
overlap. Yeah, there's overlap, right? And you kind of know how it works.
Yeah.
All right, so 6 is hit. 1.
1 hit. So let's put it on. Probably the middle.
Anti-tank is 4, sir.
And that goes on against my top armor. My top armor is a 1.
All right.
All right. So 1 plus 5 means
you're
no.
fine.
No, we're good. So that's interesting because I was kind of nervous about what kind of damage that was going to do, but because it's using standard artillery, the artillery in the mid-war is so-so.
Yeah, and I don't think
it's not overpowering.
It shouldn't be a game unbalanced here as we go along. Yeah.
In mid-war, I know that planes sometimes could be. So there we go. Well, that's it. No, you're right. I like this. Using the same rules, it's streamlined. At the end of the shooting phase, the plane disappears.
The plane will disappear. Okay.
So rest of the shooting?
Alright, so where do we leave off? So the 88s
The 88s haven't shot yet.
haven't shot. The anti-tank guns shot.
They did.
The
Rad's
8
shot.
rad shot. And I think that's
Nothing's shot over here.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, your Panzer's shot and your 8 rads over here.
they're
shot.
all done. Wow, they just went through the
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
All right, 88s. I got a rate of fire of 3.
Yes, you do.
Rate of fire halted is 2. That's the old version.
Your rate of fire on what's 2?
Yeah, on the 88s is 2.
I thought it was 3.
That's what it was in third ed.
Oh, they changed it.
Yeah.
All right, who are you shooting?
Okay, I'm gonna throw everything into that. I'll do this guy on the Grant and this guy on the Sherman,
All right. So the Grant will get concealment for the wall.
and the Sherman will get concealment from the forest
And the Sherman will
and
get
this wall.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so which one do you do first?
Okay, so let's do the Sherman.
The Sherman. So the Sherman only always hitting a 4+, 5+ for concealment, 6
6
for
is
long
out of
range.
range. Here we go.
Ooh,
It'll be Foxy, but not today. And the same thing on the Grant.
The Grant.
And it'll be 6s again.
6s again.
Okay, 6s again. Nothing.
Ooh.
Boom, 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 boom.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. See, they're not amazing.
Yeah. The first round of shooting was really rather good, so
Yeah, well,
I'm hoping this is balancing things out now.
Yeah. No, but I don't mind that actually. I think the rate of fire 3 was a bit nuts. Just putting 3 tiger shots out the door every turn for each one. That's crazy.
But it does what it does. It's that area of denial. I can't go in there. I mean, I have to stay long range and try and get concealment and do whatever I can to avoid them.
See, 4 of them is only 24 points.
Only.
You want to sell me those other 88s yours that are sitting in the box over there?
Oh, they ain't mine. So yeah.
But if I got the plastic 88s,
Oh, well, you know what? Screw it. I could sell them to you, get some money, and then if you complain, oh, I don't know, I'm sure I'll give them back to you.
as we're streaming. Anyways.
Yeah. Oh, you'd never watch it.
Yeah. Okay, so they shot. So what is your front armor on the Grant?
The front armor on the Grant is 5. The front armor on the Sherman is 6.
Okay, so that anti-tank could actually hurt that Grant.
Oh, yeah.
So the rate of fire, I'm gonna put 2 shots out the door on the Grant from the rifle platoon.
This guy here.
Yeah, and then everything else is gonna shoot to infantry they can see.
Okay.
Which is all concealed. I might be able to get 1 shot, but these guys won't be able to see.
He can shoot. These guys can't do anything. There's
No,
gaps.
they're HQ. So there's the HQ for
He
the
can
platoon.
shoot. He can't shoot anybody because you don't have the 3/4 inch gap you need.
Right?
Yeah. These 2 guys, no 3/4 inch gap there, and he can. Is he your leader or something?
No. Is he a leader?
Yeah. What's he?
He's just a regular
There's only
infantry.
3 guys. So that base can shoot because he can shoot in here.
Because the
That
other 2
base-
aren't painted, sir.
Oh, okay. He can't shoot through there, so you can't shoot. So that's 1 shot. There's only 2 shots with your infantry there.
Oh, because those teams are blocking.
Because
That
he
team's
can't
blocking
shoot
that.
through his
Yeah,
own
that's
man.
fair.
Yeah. Because did you move?
Those 2 moved. These guys.
If he
did
hadn't
not.
moved, your tank could have shot through them, but because he can't shoot through.
I think this position's really good. Really important.
You good? So 2 shots.
Okay, so 2 shots with the infantry.
Yeah.
Halted rate of fire is 3.
Yeah, and you need a 4 ordinarily, so 5 for concealment.
3, and then so I need 5s. So these 2 guys are shooting at the infantry in the building. And the dice roll help me out here.
3 hits.
3 hits.
So I'll put 1 on there, 1 on there, 1 on there.
Okay.
And then your anti-tank thing.
And the anti-tank is 2 shots into the Grant.
And the ground we're now moving to 4.
4, so 1.
So 1 on the
So anti-tank on the Grant is 7.
anti-tank is 7. Front armor is 5. 5 plus 6 is plenty. We're
Easy,
good.
easy.
I got 3 armor saves here to make.
I'm going to pick up my 3 dice for 3 firepower
3
checks.
plus. Nope.
Oh, you're all good. Okay.
Okay.
And then, so that was 3 hits. And then the 8 rads will shoot at your infantry. Now he's going to get clear shots at the back guy.
Yep.
And he's going to shoot across
Not sure who you can see there.
the building. Can you see the building? The white, yeah, right where your hand is.
This one here.
Yeah, can you see
He's
him?
in the building there. Yeah, I'll give you that. That's good.
Okay, fair.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
so,
Go ahead. So movement rate of fire.
it's 3 on the machine guns.
Okay, so 6
now
shots.
I have to roll these separately for the guys in cover. One's concealed.
No,
one's
because I
not.
allocate. he's giving away his position to everybody else. So once you've done it, I allocate.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because
So six
concealment
dice.
only matters when you come to roll to hit, but because you're here rolling, so you do have to roll 3 dice for him. I see what you're asking me. You were right the first time.
Okay.
3 dice against this one because it's a different rate of fire than that 3. Yeah.
Okay.
So this one you need 4s, and this one you need 5s.
Okay, so 4s.
No, sorry, I realised.
No, not at all. Just working it through, and 5, so 2.
So it's 2. So that's your 5 hits.
That's 5 hits, so you're pinned.
So
That's good.
saves.
Okay, fine. But the pinning is what I was looking for.
Yeah. So you pinned them.
And then the next turn you're going to stay pinned because that'll be dramatic, and then I'll have to charge and assault. See what happens.
All right.
Maybe.
I like you.
Fine. Yeah, that's right. Just maybe. Okay. The Grant can only be seen by these 2 tanks here, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so.
think. Have you got tape measure?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Now I get here. No, I think you can shoot in this one as well. Yeah, you got a shot there too. So 3 panzers could shoot there.
Oh, 3 panzers? Okay.
There we go.
So my commander's got his every shot counts, so I get to re-roll 1 failed hit. So rate of fire on the Panzer 3s is 2. On the guns,
Movement rate of fire is 2.
halted rate of fire is 2.
Yeah, but
What's that?
no,
No, they stayed still.
he didn't move, but this guy moved, and these 2 moved.
Oh, no, you're right, Sorry, he's got his head sticking out, so I'm totally cheating. Okay, so
Yeah,
rate of fire is
yeah, which one is your HQ, I guess? Is
right here, this guy.
Yeah, so he moved, so he only gets 1. He gets 2, and he gets 1.
I might have blown that up. Those guys might be out of range. I was looking at this guy as the leader guy, so I kept him in the middle, but he's the leader, so I'll have to readjust.
Let's see. Well,
So what does that? How does that affect things? Oh, yeah, fair.
It's easy enough. I'm not going to worry about that too much.
Okay, so
Okay,
alright.
so 1 for him, 2 for him, 1 for him. So 2 dice on a reroll, and 2 dice not on a reroll.
2 dice and roll 2 without. Okay, let's
Yeah.
roll them up.
So you're hitting the Grants. The Grant is hit on a 4.
But he's concealed from that one. I bet he's over half.
Yes, he is definitely concealed. You're right. So
Okay.
that's 1 shot on a concealed. So 5 for him.
Okay, so 5 for him.
No, and then
The
the other
regulars a
4s.
4,
That's a
and
hit.
then 4s for the commander.
With a reroll.
Re-rolling a miss. Easy. We
Yeah.
actually made it work. Okay, and
So
then
that's 2 hits.
firepower anti-tank of 9.
9, so I need a 4 to equal. So that stops it completely. That means a firepower check to bail.
Firepower check on the big gun is a 4+. No.
You didn't get it. Ooh!
Grant is in shape.
The Grant.
So he bounced the anti-tank round. He took all the tanks.
Mm-hmm.
That last tank, I guess he's just going to shoot into infantry because that's all that's left.
This one? Yeah.
Yeah. And so his rate of fire for his machine guns, halted is 4, moving is 4.
But you moved.
Yeah, just
It's 4 right
Yeah.
away.
Cranky tank.
Cool. All right.
You're 4 in the buildings,
Sure.
5 because you're concealed.
Yep.
1.
1 hit. 3 plus. No. Firepower check.
Nope. All right.
But
We're
you
actually
definitely pinned.
figuring it out.
Definitely pinned. Yeah.
Definitely pinned. Okay. Got something for you. Got something for you. It's right here. Look at this. It's a special thing just for you.
Is it by any chance a pinned marker?
It's a pinned marker, sir.
And that's all you're shooting, isn't it?
That is it. So I can't assault.
Why not?
How far am I away?
You have to 4 inches. You have to be within 4 inches.
So I'm not within 4 inches. I got some guys.
You're right. You know.
That's okay. I just wanted to get the initial pin down. And then,
That's down. That's down.
That's down. Yeah. And then I can start moving and shooting.
Okay.
Okay. So at the end of my turn,
Mm-hmm.
this is down to 2.
Yep.
So I get 1.
Yep.
No.
No.
2 points.
2 points.
So in the game we've got 2 victory points.
All right.
Done.
Okay, and it is persistent, so that sucks.
So in Dean's box and Jay's box. There we go. Done.
Alright.
Yeah, fair deal.
Alrighty, now over to me.
Mm-hmm. My plane went away.
Yeah, let's get my stuff here for the starter step, because I've apparently got things to do. Alrighty, so remount to bail out tanks, don't have any. Rally pin down units, I've got a pin down unit. Rifle platoon. You are confident 4 plus. Yeah, we're okay, we're no longer pinned.
Unhappy. That was a lot of work to do.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Unit last stand. So I've got my Grant. Unit last stand. My Grant has a last stand of 5 plus. No, you weathered enough. He's done. He's out.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah, he's done.
Well, he did soak up an awful lot of firepower before I left.
Yeah, and this is why he's like, you know, I think I'm going to retreat now.
Bang, ting, ting, bang, ting, ting.
Formation, I've still got 2 units, so I'm good.
Oh yeah. So what's the thing? So it was
with formation last stand.
And that's on your that's on the.
If the formation doesn't have at least 2 units on table or in reserve, it's destroyed. So my formation was that HQ, the Sherman platoon, and the Grant platoon. So while these two are still good, they're still in good spirits.
So is that of your core units or the whole formation, including
support? Well, I've got 2 formations, remember?
Right.
So one formation is.
It's tight. It's smaller.
Because the division doesn't count.
Yeah.
So basically, what happened is my Hunters have actually destroyed them, so it doesn't matter anyway. So these 2 are the rest of one formation. Yeah, and then my 2 infantry troops with that.
Hold on, you do your moves. The compressor in our standing freezer is going. So you have to restart it to get the thing going again. Okay. So you got the formations, and so if you don't have
So I have at least 2 units.
Okay.
Which I still do, my HQ and my Sherman unit.
Right.
On my other formation, of course, it's my HQ and that 1 infantry platoon and that other infantry platoon. So I'm just reading up on command now. So a team that will not end its movement in command remains in place with no penalty, or moves at tactical speed, suffering a penalty of +1 to score it needs to hit, or move at dash speed, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to move them all into command at the moment, I think. Or I can remain in place. That's true, which is probably what I'll do. Yeah, okay. Just talking to them.
So you just so I understand. So you're moving into command.
I'm not in command right now.
Right.
To do the assaults and stuff. Now that's one thing I want to double check as well. When I assault, do I have to remain in command? Because what I did was here, I was in command to start with, but then I moved my commander over this way and these 2 units over that way. Is that allowed? Because I'm assaulting I'm breaking my.
Can you ever end a movement out of formation?
Because technically, maybe that was an illegal move then, in the assault phase.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure you got it.
Yeah. As it is now, ideally I need to move them back into command. Actually, no. Screw that. Oh wait, no. But you have what? 3 is your rate of fire is 3 on that, isn't it? So that's 6.
On the back? Yeah, 8 reds are 3 shots.
So it would be 6 shots against 3 to get defensive fire.
They're pretty good anti-infantry platforms, by the way.
Oh, they are. This is why I'm a bit nervous about charging them. Because I mean, to pin your rads, I have to do 2 effective hits, don't I? Isn't that how I pin a rad?
I don't know. I think you just bail them up. But you got improvised tank weapons and stuff too, right?
Yeah. Okay. press our luck here, I think. We're going to press our luck. This might completely backfire, or it might be
Whoa, hey, whoa.
a momentous, you know, thing. We'll soon see.
Yeah, no, that's
But I've got to do something.
Oh, did you do your fog war card?
Oh no, I forget about that.
Oh, and this goes down by 1.
Oh. 3. That's a little-
Because you can have a chance to put some victory points.
Oh, it would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, those 8 rats are just my favorite unit in the game. They're just 1 point apiece. And they're just monsters. All right. Want ice cream on your apple cobbler?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Thank you.
Ice cream.
Alright, so I'm going to set up a forward HQ, I think. Yeah, that's this building here.
Oh, a Ford HQ. Ah, that's the objective.
Place one objective marker within 4 inches of an enemy unit that is in good spirits, your ads. And if I hold the objective, I score 2 victory points.
We want that building. See where the tanks are? Right there. It's just, they should call it the milestone objective.
So I'm going to also play precise attack. I'm also going to put that on the rads. So basically, I reveal this card and place it next to an enemy unit that's in good spirits. If the selected unit is destroyed, score 1 victory point. If the unit's points cost was fewer than 9 points. So, all eggs in one basket, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. You got a basket. That basket needs some eggs.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Apple cobbler of doom.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Sweets must keep more energy.
So, I'll move my infantry. I'm not moving these 2. Maybe I'm playing that wrong now. I must be.
stay?
Well, in the old version, mortars weren't allowed to assault.
Well, I still think they can't assault, but I think they still have to end in movement. Right? Isn't that the general?
Well, they don't. I can leave them behind. Yeah. Yes, they're under command, but as long as it remains stationary, they don't suffer anything. Random movements and stuff anyway. So that's the plan.
Okay.
We're going to try that. The Shermans. The Shermans. Would be nice if we could get a shot on rads with the Shermans.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't
You
it?
should pull out to right about there.
What I should do is pull them up to here, around 10 inches, with my tactical move, to really try and drill some holes here. I actually need to get a shot on, so I don't need to come out that far. Do I? Where was I? Was there? Let's look at that again. 10 inches will put me here. Well, less than that actually. There we go. That's one shot. 10 inches. That shot.
You're just little tanks. They're just little.
Yeah, but they're worth a victory point.
Mm-hmm.
And of course that's worth 2 victory points, so I'm trying to secure that, which I have to get rid of them to do it. That will be my plan.
That's just my plan.
Okay, they're not moving, the grants are already gone, my infantry aren't moving either. So at this point it'd be silly to. Actually, we are going to move 1 unit. These guys. Get them away from the rat. Okay, so I'm done with that.
Yeah,
So
right.
shooting. Let's start with the Shermans then. So they have moved now, so it's a rate of fire of 1. All 3 are banging into your rads there.
Okay.
We'll give them concealment, so we should go on the walls. Yeah. Ordinarily you need 4s to hit them, but I need 5s for concealment. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. We're going to go with my 17 pounders. They're going to hit your 88. So I'm thinking to see.
Whoa, what? Don't shoot those guys.
Oh no, I'm thinking about it. No, I'm going to shoot your. Both guns are going to shoot your anti-tank guns over there.
Alright, fair.
Okay, rotate. There we go. There we go. They are rated 5.2. They are a range of 36. I know I'm in range.
Well,
So ordinarily your guns are hit on a
4+.
4, so 6s for long range and concealment. Actually, you're not concealed, but you are. So 2 are not concealed, 2 are. 5s, 6s. 5s, 6s.
Oh, 1.
The 6 gets through. The anti-tank also make your gun save.
Gun save 3+. Makes it.
Makes it, okay. Sherman's shooting the Panzers. Panzers only hit on a 4+, is that right?
4+.
4+. Jesus, can I not roll anything else? 1 hit. So 1 hit, anti-tank 10.
Anti-tank 10 on the
Make an armor save.
Panzers 6. 4 bail. Nope.
No, so
I am bailed. Unless.
3+. You bailed out.
Bailed out.
Yeah.
And which one would that have been?
Well,
Our friend.
it's up to you. I could see that one. But, you know.
Oh, okay, Tim, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Shooting tank. No, we're not. Then I've got 1. I'm not going to bother. I can't hit your rats, can I really?
Do you have an anti-tank gun?
That's why I just shot and got a 1 on.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's that.
1,
That's not a good, that's not a good roll.
3, no. So I got 3 rifle platoon shooting your guys. Your guys hit on a 4.
4.
So 5 6 concealment. There's 3 hits,
Nice.
3 saves.
Mouthful of cobbler. 3 3+. 2 fails.
2 firepower checks. Nothing. Mortar.
Thunt.
Mortar hits on a 5. Nothing. So I've killed nothing.
This is true.
Infantry over there. This I need them to hit. I can't believe they didn't.
Tonight, I'll believe it. Tonight's been hard,
Yeah.
rolling wise.
So Panzer, whatever, and bazooka. Nothing.
Panzerfaust.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys. I don't anticipate any.
Can you assault with the improvised weapons?
Oh, I'm assaulting anyway. I'm shooting you right now. That I'm sure is 4 hits
Nice.
with an anti-tank of 2. What's your armor?
Well, sidearm's only 1.
Okay, so 1. Oh, I guess we should have done that separately, shouldn't have, for that reason.
It's all the same shots.
But it is, but some of it front armor.
So
Only
what
2.
was it? How many hits did you get?
4.
4.
So at most 2 of them could have been side armor shots.
So let's say on a. So let's say the side armors are split evenly on a 1, 2, 3. The extra shots from the side. 4, 5, 6. So the extra armor's not from the side. So would you say firepower of 4?
Anti-tank of 2.
Anti-tank of 2. So 2 are going to bounce off the front,
Yep.
and 2 are going to be against 1s to bail. I'm good. Okay.
Yep.
Assault time.
Okay. So assaulting. Defensive fire.
So,
Forced to hit.
4s. Big 4s, baby. 1, 2, 3. So if I had pinned you, that assault would
That
fail.
will stop the assault, yeah.
Poop.
I lost 2 guys.
Take that.
Okay.
Apparently, assaulting machine gun trucks. Not as cool an idea as you think.
Oh no, no, absolutely not. All right, so 2 of these, the 2 red ones, are hitting on. Oh no, one thing.
Hey Dean, what say you and I grab some rifles, and we go assault these like armored trucks with machine guns on them.
And that's a great idea. 3's to hit, yeah. 2 of them hit.
Two.
I can't just get a good roll. Everything's like 50% or less. So 2 got through.
Just getting the bad luck out of the way, man. Just getting out of the way.
Yeah. So
First of the many.
what I'm trying to figure out now is I hit you with a skill check. And what's your save?
Oh, tank? Oh. They're armored tanks.
That's right. So it's slightly different.
Alright, let me. That's chilling. Assaults. Electric drain and we're defensive fire.
Well, the anti-tank is 2. Soldiers can use improvised anti-tank weapons like hand grenades, sticky bombs, and mortar gun against tank's top armor. Improvised weapons anti-tank is 2. Yeah, and I don't have gammon bombs or anything like that right now, so.
Well, my top armor is very extensive. I'll warn you in advance.
Yeah. It's either 1 or 0.
It's a 0.
Yeah. So I think my anti-tank is 2.
Okay, so you rolled your hits?
Yeah, so I've got 2 hits, 2 penetrating hits. So you're going to make your armor save now. Up against my anti-tank at 2. So what's your top armor?
0.
Mm-hmm.
So anti-tank at 2, so I need 2s to bail. 1 is dead.
1 dead rad. Hang on.
Do you need a firepower test? Because it would normally be.
That's what I'm just looking up now. Because how do I know what my firepower is?
The target player rolls a firepower 1+.
On what?
Improvised weapons. Anti-tank 2, firepower 1+.
Oh, so it's automatic.
Roll
Yeah.
it. 1 die.
Well, no. Because even that's a deflector, so I can bail him out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
So,
1 to destroy, 1 to bail out.
Okay, so I bail out.
But can you be bailed out? So I don't think you can be bailed out when you're in close combat. I don't know. Check that.
Let's see.
So we've never had this situation before, so it's kind of unique.
Roll saves. Target player rolls the same way it's hit from shooting and saved. With the same consequences for failed saves.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to 59 and 60 now.
Check if assault is over. The assaulting unit, one of all defending teams that could be contacted by assaulting teams further to have moved or been destroyed or are bailed out.
So what are you looking at there?
Page 78, number 5. Well, the single line compares it with the motivation rating. If the assaulting unit did not win the assault, that is wrong. If the score is greater than a commander's leadership, counter-attack. Defender counterattacks all teams from the assaulting and become defending teams and vice versa. Okay, bailed out or break
Bailed
out.
out whilst being assaulted is what gets me, because, you know,
Let's go
I
bailed out.
believe, well, I seem to remember it used to be that in close combat it was an all or nothing thing. It's like, I either destroy you or nothing happens. There is no bailed out, is what I remember it being.
Okay, bailed out.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
in
81. Units last stand test. Unit takes the last stand test, roll a die, scores greater equal to unit's motivation. Destroyed units, commander's leadership attachments, consolidating. A unit that breaks off is pinned down. All teams from unit immediately move at tactical speeds of shortest. Now, where does it say build out? Counterattack rating. Okay, so the consequences go, I get bailed out. Check it, the assaulting unit has 1 if all defending teams that could be contacted with further 4 centimeters of move have been destroyed or bailed out. The assaulting unit has won. The defending team must now break off. So if I bail out, I GTFO. If the assaulting units did not lose,
right, there it is, yeah. If assaulting unit has won, if all the defending teams that could be contacted by assaulting teams were the further 4 inches move have been destroyed or bailed out. If the assaulting units won, so we've won because they've destroyed one and bailed out.
Yeah, absolutely. A unit that breaks off is pinned down. All teams will immediately move at tactical speed. The shortest distance needed to be further than 6 inches away from the assaulting teams. If the team cannot move more than 6 inches from assaulting teams or fails to roll across terrain, it immediately surrenders and is destroyed. Once a unit has broken off, it is no longer a defending unit. If all defending units break off, the assaulting unit automatically wins. The assault consolidates. Can I move if I'm bailed out?
Well, no, because the step after me hurting you.
So I think I'm getting overrun. I think you just, if I bailed out of the tank.
Bailed out means I've overrun you.
Alright.
Hello. I'm okay. Still about halfway through the game. Jay provided some food, so it's good. Yeah, he had some pizza. I did. Yeah. No, remember I said I owed Jay money for the event last month, so I was going to buy him a bottle of thing. Remember? Yeah. So yeah, that's what I bought now. So we're eating scotch and getting liquored. No, no. Good. How are you? How's your night? Kids go to bed okay? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I don't think we'll be able to get you what you wanted because I think it's closed now. Alright. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah. I figured you would. Alright. Alright, love you, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, bye. Okay, so sorry. So yeah, that's interesting. So that's, you know, now I've read it and we've gone through the whole thing, it's clear cut. You know, I knew there's something about being bailed out in close combat's not good for you.
Mm-hmm.
So now do I get to do a consolidation move? I do, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
I
What's
can
the top
consolidate.
armor?
I can consolidate 4 inches.
What's the top armor of your Shermans?
Sherman top armor, I believe, is 1. Yeah, 1.
So why don't people use more infantry?
Because people think infantry sucks.
Well,
I was fortunate here because you made that error of bringing your things up here, but
no, but 2 regular light units got assaulted by infantry, and the problem was over.
yeah.
You lost, what, 2 stands,
Mm-hmm.
and then the problem was over.
Yeah. Well, I'm still learning. I mean, I did that because I had no other option, and I'm impressed with how it worked out for me. But
That firepower of 1+, like the 2+ isn't great. But
no
the firepower.
But the firepower is it works like the rest of the infantry thing. If I hit, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in case if the armor sale is failed, you're done. It doesn't matter. And it's only because that's what the old rules were like, but it was worded differently.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what. Anyway, so that was the assault phase done. I've consolidated those into there. I'm consolidating these guys up to here.
Jay takes a look at his cards and looks up the Panzerknacker card.
Panzerknacker.
Panzerknacker.
Okay.
Because the Panzerknacker is crazy.
So I get a victory point for that. Oh, how much? That's not 9 points worth, is it? So I only get 1 victory point.
Well, he's 2 points.
I get 1 victory point if the unit's point cost was fewer than 9 points, or 2 victory points if the points cost was 9 points or more. I'll take it. That's mine.
Discard this. So the Panzerknacker card. Discard this card to give infantry and gun teams in this unit anti-tank 3 and firepower 1+ against top armor and assaults. So
so there you go. It's a way of souping up. And that's the thing. I've got some infantry cards I should probably look at next time. You know, I paid 2 points for this and not used it yet. I'm re-rolling to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. So there you go. That's interesting though. The Shermans did nothing, and then the infantry finished them off.
They swarm the tank.
Now the tanks technically should still be there, because they act as cover now, because they are a tank.
I figured they would have bailed up.
Okay. But there. So then maybe I want to assault there.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're within 4 inches,
Mm-hmm.
aren't you? Of these anyway. These you're not. But I guess now we've played that, now we know from now on you're not going to bring your rads quite so far forward towards an infantry unit.
I've got 6 guns on them.
Because, well, yeah, you know, but an entrenched infantry team. But this is why I didn't like the mortar platoon, because the mortar platoon only had like 5 stands, like yours do, whereas the rifle companies have 7 stands.
So Panzer IIIs in the game I played, not very effective against like the Churchills and things like that. And I thought, well, there comes a point where they become kind of irrelevant. But the machine guns on them, they got a rate of fire of 4.
Yeah.
And just having the 8
But
rads in
they're
there.
expensive just to be used as machine guns.
No, they can move up, but as a formation you can do that. Or the 2.8 rads give extra machine gun fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To keep the tanks from getting assaulted.
Yeah. And actually that's the thing here as well. Me charging in here would be a terrible idea.
That's a great idea.
No, because everybody within 8 inches gets to shoot me.
Yep.
And that's why it's a terrible idea. I've got to remember that. So my turn's done. Over to you.
Alright.
So that finally disappears. This is where you're breaking the points now. I've got to get over it, but I just can't.
Yeah. It's pretty brutal.
Wow. You know, it is what it is. We're chipping away at this slowly, but I mean I'm happy with that. That's done. It frees these guys up now to get over here. So I just next move into the shadow there, guns. Next move over here, and then we're back in again. Anyway, here we go. So nobody's pinned.
Nobody's pinned.
No, and you've got no last plan formations to roll for.
No.
You want to roll for aircraft?
Oh.
4+? No.
Nope, not today. You blew all the good rolls at the beginning.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping. So movement.
So those infantry just own that field. So does that stay? The objectives to keep cycling?
Yeah, that's what's a persistent one. Oh. Place one objective mark within 4 inches of enemy. If you hold the objective score 2 features, it's not persistent. Sorry, so once I've claimed it, it disappears.
Yeah, the same thing is going to happen with
So
this
I
one.
only get it for the 2, the victory points, and then it's gone. But that's okay. That worked out quite well.
So I got to figure out what to do with your infantry. So let's just do
You're
the
in a
math.
way better position to deal with my infantry because obviously you can lay down enough fire to pin me
Mm-hmm.
and then just send your infantry to assault. But you have to prepare it by getting your men into assault range.
Right.
So use your movement to get within 4 inches of my infantry.
So I can assault from that building and I'll still get the bulletproof cover as you...
As long as you got to leave room to move in, you can't.
No, I'll move the guys out of the way, but... So if I'm 4 inches away from your infantry, that counts.
Yep.
And if these guys are not 4 inches, so that's not going to count.
And this is all one platoon, remember?
Mm-hmm. Can I use a tank as cover for an assault? Like if I, for whatever reason, had a tank here,
Mm-hmm.
could I put the infantry here?
Wouldn't make a difference. Because only when you charge from cover against tanks do you get any bonus. You know, when you sneak it up on tanks.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's no rule for sneaking up on infantry.
No, I'm just saying, I'm saying if,
fire?
yeah, so if these tanks aren't here and these guys defensive fire these guys,
Yeah, well.
do I get the bulletproof cover for that?
Let's double check. So defensive fire. If an infantry team was in contact with the enemy through a friendly infantry team that's destroyed, they immediately. No, that's not what I'm looking for, is it?
What's defensive fire?
Each enemy team within 8 inches of an assaulting team is a defending team and shoots if it was shooting a step. Defending teams shoot at their halted rate of fire unless they're pinned, in which case they shoot at their moving rate of fire. Defending teams must target an assaulting team within 8 inches and can only allocate it to assaulting teams. Defending teams cannot fire at all with bombardments. As they are stationary, defending infantry teams do not block line of sight. Then assault, then mistakes, so assault with defensive fire hits sidearm, no bulletproof cover. Assaulting teams are never in bulletproof cover from defensive fire but may be concealed.
Okay, so you never get bulletproof because you're running out across the open.
So basically, it's wherever you like. So when I charged you, I was behind this wall, and your defensive fire was coming from over there. So I sort of concealed it, but I wasn't allowed to count the bulletproof cover
cover.
because I'm technically like scrambling over it and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so concealment but not bulletproof cover.
So you won't get concealment
But I get
because my defensive fire happens after you charge, and when you charge, you'll be here.
Yeah.
So basically, stood on either side of the wall, so
Yeah.
there'll be no concealment at that point. But had it been that like these guys are defensive firing, and you're still behind the wall, so then that would be where you get concealed. Yeah.
So if I could shimmy outside 8 inches of range.
And that's the thing, because also these guys, if they're within 8 inches of you, once you're in contact with me, they can defensive fire. and they got 22 machine guns.
22,000 machine guns.
That's right. Well, that's what the Honeys are for. They have a rate of fire 5 of the machine guns. That's why they brought it over there.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah.
Their infantry. But it wasn't to be.
Okay, so I'm going to have to. These guys can be within 8 inches too. What if I went after the tanks? And I just take it from this infantry. No, that's what I'm saying. But if I went after the tanks with my infantry.
Yeah.
So tactical 10, right? Or tactical 8 on infantry.
Yeah.
So 8. So you're 12 inches away right now. So I can just pull it off with this guy.
Yep.
And this guy and this guy.
I'm sure we'll still do something slightly wrong with assault, but I can't see what it is right now until we're ready. But already you can see, yeah, the assaults are pretty decisive.
Yeah, they're really decisive. One way or the other. Okay, so let's do this. So, move to here. He's going to move to
Remember command 6 inches.
here. Give me my 6 inches. And then these guys, I think I have to put the beats down on the infantry to pin them down. Okay, so I won't be firing the guns on the Shermans. I'll have to use the 88s and the anti-tanks on the Shermans to make that a thing. So this guy will have to move. This guy still gets his full rate of fire, right?
So what's his rate of movement?
His rate of movement is like 4 inches.
So my gun doesn't have a tactical move. If he moves, he can't shoot.
Moving is 1. You know why? It's got wheels. I don't know.
No, it's on your movement bar, remember?
Yeah, moving is 1. 5 centimeter.
No. Yeah, movement rate. See,
4 inches.
mine doesn't have a tactical move.
Ah.
So if I move
it's all
it,
dash
it's always a
movements.
dash
Oh,
because
that's
I can't
kind of cool.
shoot.
You just need more dudes.
So yours is a smaller, lighter gun, therefore easy to move. And that's the thing. These are 17 pounders on a 25 pounder gun thingy, which is basically the carriage isn't really designed for the gun. Which is
Yeah.
Have that, which is quite neat.
No, it's neat the way the rules actually get reflected in the game. Now the question is, what do I do with these tankadoos?
Send them home.
You send them home?
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
What am I doing wrong?
Go home for schnapps. Yeah. A bit of schnitzel with the missus.
A bit of schnitzel with the missus, absolutely. Give the missus the schnitzel. Okay, what? Okay, so these guys are going to shoot them. These tanks, I think I'm going to have to shoot those Shermans. No, it's got to be infantry. I got to shoot all the infantry. All the infantry. Okay, so I will. So I'll do a tactical move on the tankadoos.
Mm-hmm.
And then the anti-tank guy will stay, so he won't be able to assault. But if I end my movement and I'm all in range, I should be okay.
Why can your anti-tank can't assault?
No, I'm going to keep him back from the assault.
Oh, because you want to shoot with him, yeah.
Because I want to shoot with him.
Yeah.
Shoot odds of sinks. Okay, well I won't be able to get if I'm. Oh no, I gotta get within 4 inches.
You gotta be within 4 inches too.
So they're within 4.
So they're fine, yeah. And still be within command.
Yeah.
Which is where I think I made that mistake over there, but that's where I'm gonna double check that, right? So if you just bring your leader so it's roughly center, it'll be fine.
So he's gonna go to.
So in the previous rules, when you come to do the charge, you didn't have to stay in command, which is why I never questioned it. So I won't question it here. You can break command and go charging how you'll need to. And then we'll check the rules later.
Rate of fire on these guys is 4, you said?
Sorry?
What's the rate of fire on these guys for the machine guns?
Oh, no, the Sherman's not that good. It's funny because the late war Shermans have 2 machine guns. They have the machine guns.
Well, clearly they needed some improvements, yeah?
Yeah. Because they have the coax and the hull mounted. Whereas here, I don't think they had that. So the Shermans is only rated 2 on the MG. Oh, although the 50 cal MG is also included, isn't it?
Do you add? Do you still do the trick where you add one?
No, that's not how that works, is it? Let me because it says it's an MG, yeah, 50 cal MG and MG. So in a rule state, I can fire all my MGs. So actually, that's something I probably forgot about over here, but interesting. So the tank
Self-defense AA.
or aircraft team may either fire all of its machine guns, MG, or one other weapon. So I actually add that together. That would be 5 or 4.
Yeah, looks really good.
And that makes sense because
Now,
that's the
self-defense
Sherman
AA.
gun off the coax, off the hull, and the 50 cal is the one on the top.
Yeah.
That makes sense then. Oh,
So
they're
there's
better than I
5.
thought. So actually,
They're throwing lots of stuff out the door.
lots of stuff out there. Yeah. You agree? That's how you read it?
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, unless that self-defense AA takes away from it somehow.
Which it did.
No, but only for the guns.
But the thing is, when I shoot
the
my
aircraft,
AA, it means that my next duty shoot at the shooting phase, I was not allowed to shoot those machine guns.
Right.
Oh, that's what we read that, and we never realised why it mattered.
Because
That's where it would matter.
because it's a thing. Because it's a thing. All right.
So you see now why the Shermans are. All right. Yeah, they're not bad.
Oh, they're all right.
They're all right.
They're all right. Okay, so what's my command team, my HQ? How far apart can they be?
6 inches.
6 inches.
Again. But again, remember, they can charge in with these if you're within 6 inches of the.
Yeah, and I'm infantry grabbing.
No, you're grabbing.
Grabbing stuff. Eye on the prize, man. Eye on the prize.
You got the right cards to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd like
4
to get more
inches.
cards to give
It
you
was
some
3
updates.
inches or 4 inches to the objective.
Objective is 4 inches.
4 inches. Okay. All right.
So as long as that's 4 inches or less and that's 6 inches or less, you're good.
All right.
Oh, but a unit can only claim 1 objective at a time. It can't claim 2. So you can't use that 1 unit to claim both.
Oh, making total sense. Perfect.
Yeah. All right.
Excellent.
That makes sense.
Well done.
Alrighty.
Well, if that's the case, I could almost leave that middle one open and not risk my dudes, because I'll take this one with this one with this, and this one with this.
Yeah.
Right, and the next turn I'll go and grab that one.
Yeah.
All right, very complex movement phase.
Alright. Shooting them.
All right, shooting.
Rootin', tootin', shooting.
Okay, 88 is going to shoot at the Shermans.
Okay. So 4 shots.
4 shots. Again, it's 6s, I believe.
6s again, yeah.
All right, here goes. Out the door. 6s. No 6s.
This time.
Okay, anti-tank guns are going to shoot at the Shermans. He's got a rate of fire of 1. The other one's got a rate of fire of 2.
Are you over 16?
I know.
That's pretty close.
It looks like it's over 16. Hands full of dice. Gift. It's totally full of dice.
That's 16 to me.
Yep, so over 16.
Over 16. So 6s again.
Nope, no 6s. Use them all up at the beginning.
Unless you're done.
Okay, anti-tank gun. So the infantry is going to shoot at the infantry in the buildings.
Yep.
And the anti-tank gun is going to shoot at the Germans.
You got it.
Anti-tank rifles, 2 shots.
Mm-hmm. So 5s.
5s. No.
No.
And then the
1,
infantry.
2, 3, 4. I see 4 bases there.
So 2 didn't move, 2 moved. So
Yep. So
it's rate of fire moving. So 2, 4.
so 2 at full and 2 at moving.
So 3, 3, 2, 2. So 6,
10.
10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Just use the yellow one.
10.
Ordinarily need 4, so 5s for cover.
concealed. There's the 6s again.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 hits. That's,
4 hits.
That's a good
4
sign.
saves. That's right there. I saved 2, lost 2, so bulletproof cover, so 5 power on 2.
So 6s.
Nothing.
No.
Alrighty.
All right. So that's that. So you took
But
4
how many
hits.
hits? Only 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
4
so
hits,
it's
and then
doing-
the 8 rads are going to open up on that 1 infantry that's out in the open. 2, 4,
Yeah.
6.
So
There you go.
4s. Oh,
Wow.
definitely pinned.
Pinned for shizzle.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
4 saves.
yeah, regular saves.
2 of them. So that's in. And then you got 1 5 power check.
5 power check for 6. No.
No. Okay.
So now you are pinned.
Absolutely.
Right. Shot, anti-tanks there. HQ's got like no range. Over here is just away from the game. and then it's just panzers from here on out. So if you're already pinned,
Yeah.
so I better start shooting tanks at panzers. So the rest will be infantry. So I got 2 shots on the panzers, or on the.
I was going to say,
Shermans.
yeah, take 2 shots against the
And
Panthers.
so these guys will
I have
swing
no
around.
problem with
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
So I've got.
this? What's
So I've got. They all moved, I think.
They did.
They did. So they've all got 1 shot each. So 2 at the Shermans, and infantry is going to take the machine guns
Okay.
at 4s. 2, 4, 6, 8. And at the infantry, it's going to be 5s. So 1 at the infantry.
3 plus save. Saves it.
1 on the Shermans.
Shermans
Anti-tank
from
of 9.
6 plus 2 is 8. So that's penetrating.
Firepower 2. Nope, just bailed out.
Okay.
But I'll take that bailout because that'll make it so you're not bailed out.
There you go.
Okay, that's exciting. Time for assaults.
Well, if he doesn't get back in, then that formation, that unit is no longer in good spirits, so that's the check.
That's the check.
Yeah, so I have to do the bailout check. If he gets back in, no problem. If he doesn't, he has to make a last stand check. If he fails that, then the formation has to make a last stand check.
Okay, defensive fire now.
Defensive fire! That's what
Defensive
bailing him out
fire.
means he don't get to do defensive fire.
So
That was
that
charging.
was the
I thought it
point.
was in charging. You want to do some charging first?
Yeah, charging. So I have to move. It's charging. There's no rolls or anything. It's just a
No,
straight
just
up
four,
move.
up to 4 inches to get into contact.
So these guys are 4 inches.
Yep.
Gotta move some dudes. This guy's gonna move his 4 inches,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll move his 4 inches.
Alright. Okay. That's good, because defensive fire means I can't hit you. So, you know, from my Shermans anyway, so it's just the infantry.
Yeah, because your Shermans have like a zillion shots.
Yeah, but they don't have a line of sight. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys.
They're all rifle teams, or do you have like? Is this a machine gun?
No, they're all rifle teams.
Okay.
They're actually American paratroopers.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
So.
They look great.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
look like little British dudes for
Yeah.
sure.
Alright, so I get 1 shot for each base, and I hit on, what's your infantry?
4s.
Hit on 4s. Okay, well there's 4 shots. You want to make, not enough to pin you, I needed 5.
It's close, yeah.
Yeah, so,
4 3+.
yeah.
1 failure.
So I'll lose a team.
Oh yeah, because they're out in the open. They're out in the hope end.
They are in the open.
All right, now I'm just rolling straight up dice.
So that's it. Now it's just your straight up attack.
So I got 3 dudes. Doesn't seem like a lot of guys.
Well, you only started with 5 bases. And
I know, I
One
know.
you left behind, so.
1 left behind.
Yeah. So what's your skill rating?
Skill rating's a 3+.
Alright, so. Do you actually have a different assault rating?
No.
So I do. But go ahead, so 3 plus.
3+.
Is your.
Oddly enough, the guns have a worse. They have a 4+ rating over
Yeah.
the 3+ that they are for veterans.
So your assaulting is 3 plus.
All right, here goes.
Good, better than
3
me.
hits.
3 hits. No save. That's 3 good big guys. Alright, so let's take 3 guys off. 1, 2, 3.
You got more dudes than me.
I do.
This isn't as good as I wanted it
This
to
is
be.
why I say rifle company, you know, rather than motor company for me. All right, so you didn't kill me, so now I have to try and do a counterattack.
Okay. Now, does you being pinned, does that affect your counterattack?
No, they only count defensive fire. So I need to go check my counterattack on my rifle.
Because you're not going to turn away.
So my bulldog rule gives me a 3+ counterattack. If I pass this, we're coming at you. Coming at you.
Well, fight you.
So I charge you 4 inches.
Okay.
So 4 inches. So we're going to go into.
Do I get defensive fire?
No.
What?
You don't get defensive fire, mate. Sorry.
All right, nothing.
Hitting you on 3s. There's 2. 2 dead dudes.
2 dead dudes. And then it's my go again, isn't it?
And then you get to do your counterattack roll to see if you come back at me.
So counterattack on my dude. So I don't have a counterattack, so it's just the skill, right?
Yeah.
So skill is 3+.
No, not skill, motivation.
Motivation. Well, the 1's not going to do it one way or the other.
Okay, so then you break off, so you have to move up to 4 inches away.
Right.
Is it up to 4 inches or is it 4 inches? Let's check that. A unit that breaks off is pinned All teams will need to immediately move at tactical speed. The shortest distance needed to be further than 6 inches away from the assaulting team. So just to move directly away from me is 6 inches. Or to be away from me from 6 inches.
So I'm going to get on the other side of this house. So my tactical move is 8, so I can do that. I'm going to go hide behind the broken tank.
Tactical speed, the shortest distance needed to be further than 6 inches. So
and that's where I'm at, yeah.
So you have to be directly away from me. Yeah?
Yeah,
that's
so
not the shortest distance. The shortest distance is that way. You understand?
No, because in order to get 6 inches away, I got to be over here.
6 inches away from them.
Oh, because they're the assaulting team?
Yeah.
These guys weren't part of that unit?
Oh! I didn't even roll for them. I forgot he was there.
Roll for them, roll for them.
Sorry.
You might just kill him.
It's because he was grey. I thought he was yours.
Oh, yeah.
Killed him.
Just killed them anyway.
Yeah, killed him.
See, look, bookkeeping. Easy.
Appreciate it. But, you know, paid my bloody men. Alright, so now we get to consolidate. Let's consolidate into there.
Made forward movement.
Yeah. Okay,
Go, boys, go. Oh.
Hey, British infantry, eh?
That counterattack's pretty sweet.
Well, that's what they're known for. That was British Bulldog rule, isn't
No,
it?
that's what I'm saying. That's pretty darn sweet. I think British infantry are pretty schmexy, actually. That's sweet.
Yeah. I don't think I can wait for Kyle to get in my British Rifle Company.
Oh, you're fine. You'll be good. Paint your stuff.
I will.
Paint your crap. Paint it.
Alright, so that was the assault over. So it's over to me. To see if I get any victory points. So I get the victory points for this now.
No, it's my turn.
No, that's it.
I assaulted you.
Yeah, you. That's
you
it.
counter-assaulted. How do I get my victory points?
You get them at the start of your turn.
Oh, you get them at the start of the turn.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
That's why I didn't claim that last round.
Oh, okay,
This
okay.
round. You get them next round.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, 2 victory points now. So put me up to 3.
Unless
Are you still only on 2? Why are you only on 2?
Because I only captured 2.
No.
Well, I would have captured the 2 more
You had
at the
that
beginning.
one,
Yeah.
didn't you? So you had that.
No,
last
no, no.
one.
But that flipped on the beginning of my
Oh,
turn.
well, then you probably got that one. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm sure you had. You're supposed to. Yeah, I'm not ahead of you. You're ahead of me still, but not quite as much. But you were.
Barley.
All right. Well, this is where we have to do some bailouts and stuff now. So he's bailed out. He's got to see if he can get back in. So Sherman. The Sherman is confident. 4+. 4+. No.
You will not. So do you run away now?
No, so it forces me onto a last stand check. So last stand check is a 5+.
Bulldog 5+.
5+.
Bulldog 5+.
Last stand, we got it.
He's in.
So because of that, they are still in good spirits, so they don't have to check. So
All
we're
right.
good. Oh, that's close. But that's why I only use formations, because that's where
Yeah, no, it makes a huge difference.
it
Yeah.
does. Okay, so I have nothing else to do now. He's Bill, he can't do anything, but he can do something. So if you don't mind, take measure, please.
This tape measure?
That one right there would
That
be
one
great.
right there?
Yeah. So that's all finished. Oh, you know what? I can't score victory points if I don't pick up blinking cards.
True. Did I pick up a card?
Oh yeah, you did. You let 10,000 of the damn things.
Yeah, fair enough. Seems so long ago. So what's the usual limit?
To score victory points? Well, they recommend for your first few games to be 8. And like, we're nowhere near that yet. But I think you had first turn, so if you want to end it after this, I'm okay with that.
Sure.
Yeah. Because it is what time is it now? It's pretty late.
Yeah, so I think on my turn, if you don't get rid of those guns, I'm going to get 3, and those HQ, I'll get the 4. To
No.
bring that to 8.
At the end of my turn, game's over.
And yeah, is that how it goes?
So you get claimed
That's
nukes.
good score. That's good score.
Yeah, that's cheap.
I'll just start at the beginning of my turn.
Yeah.
Unless you can pull out some love.
Well, my problem is any of these objects I play, so I can't score to the start of my next turn. So,
Mm.
so they're redundant. Really. Well, so I'm hoping to get so that I destroy a unit to get objectives. And all of these are place objectives, so I'm not going to worry about it because I can't win.
Right, do you want to just call her there? Or do you want to get some revenge?
Oh, I get a bit of revenge.
Okay, let's do it.
Nailed it. Okay. Because Sherman's, I really should have. Now I realise how effective that was. Now I know for next time. But next time I should have immediately bucked it over here with Sherman's.
Well, what are your yeah? I think just having the bulk of those machine guns The Shermans will be, I mean, it'll be like an episode out of Fury, right? Like one of the scenes out of Fury where they're just
Oh yeah.
pounding into the infantry surrounding them or assaulting them.
Yeah, see, this is where, because I know it's the last turn, you ain't gonna get a shoot. I can stick them all here, and that's just cheesy, so that's not fair. Yeah, let's just copy there.
Okay, fair enough.
Because anything I do now, I'll be doing it just to be cheesy.
All right, so thoughts on the game? What'd you learn?
Spearhead's a bitch.
Spearhead is amazing.
Still.
Spearhead's really, really cool.
It immediately put me on the back foot. So I think when I set up, if I know spearhead's coming and I'm not going to be able to counter it with my own spearhead, then I think I need to think about that and come further back. Because you still can't come within 16 inches of my deployment zone.
Right.
So,
see, I don't know. I think you need to be right on that start line as much as you possibly can, especially when you've got buildings and infantry. Because this is...
well, the infantry held things up well,
Mm-hmm.
but I lost my grants right away.
Yeah.
You know, that took out a heavy armor platoon there.
The other thing I thought was really cool is the 88s, as terrifying as they are,
Yeah.
they got a couple lucky shots. I rolled well,
Mhm.
but then after that, they really didn't do a whole lot.
Oh well, they didn't do anything directly, but
They
indirectly.
projected
This
this
was
light,
a
yeah.
no-go zone.
Yeah.
I mean, had the game continued, I would have had to sacrifice shooting to do a dash to get to here.
Right.
Yeah, literally lying in the shadow of the forest there.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be able to shoot because it would have had to be the dash.
Yeah.
And then, even if I did come over here with a tactical, then I opened myself up to 288s and 2 pack 30s.
Right.
So that would have been devastating
So,
at the point. So that's
imagine now if you had a small unit of, say, something like the soft skin transport or some kind of transporting unit,
Yeah.
to rush around, or even the light tank, the light cars and stuff,
Yeah.
to put pressure on these guys.
Oh yeah.
Because if you assault these guns, that's it. You get a hit, they're done.
Oh yeah. Once I got rid of that, you had no defense. I mean, you're right. If I had some transport to get over there quick enough, I could have done that.
Yeah, and I don't understand why people aren't picking infantry. You assault something with infantry because your tanks can't assault.
Mm-hmm.
You assault something with infantry, it disappears.
Tanks can assault. They just can't assault other tanks.
Yeah, fair enough. But well, even then, you're dealing with top armor, and that's a lot of rolls on
Yeah.
ones and twos.
Yeah.
It's like a Terminator save. You roll a 1 and you're toast. And just the fact that tanks usually it's that attrition of armor, the roll to hit, the armor roll, and then on top of that the firepower check. There's a lot of attrition that will keep a tank alive,
Yeah.
where you're basically loading up your infantry with essentially power weapons to cut through the tank's armor because you're taking away whole on steps. So I don't know, small infantry amounts I think is pretty cool. But I think I'll be playing the infantry platoon or company and then just adding support units to that for the next little while. I love it. I think it's.
But just again, just how much damage or how much thinking and how much annoyance did just 2 rads on each side cause?
These 2 rads held up that whole
Right.
side. Well, they didn't hold it up, but I mean, they held it up.
No, they kept it occupied. I mean, had you not done that and disembarked here, this would have looked completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't count on you making that mistake again.
So, okay, playing with the fog of war, infantry in soft skin transports, I could have really used that
Yeah.
in the middle. Like, looked at where the objective is, place one in the center, and then moved up into here, like up to the edge, and then disembarked into the forest.
Yeah.
That could have really been. I mean, I got victory points, and you were catching up awful fast, but at the end of the day.
Well, I was never going to catch you though. And this is one thing I'm going to say about Fog of War that I wasn't pleased about, but I think that's more to do with, again, with Spearhead. Is the Fog of War cards, you go lucky in that you got a lot of place objectives early, and the cards that you allowed you to place them right amongst your own men.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when I did get some place objectives, they had to be 10, 12 inches away from my
Yeah.
deployment. So it was like yours were allowed to put over here where you guys already were, mine were, which is look at the cards. But at the same time, that's all because of your Spearhead. I think Spearhead has such a huge impact on the game, other than beyond just the deployment.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think it's really cool too to see that, like, if you don't need a lot of spearhead action. Like,
No.
part of me's thinking, I just want a lot of spearhead, but
You had 2 in that, and once
But
I
if you had-
pointed out your spread them out 6 inches,
yeah,
suddenly your 8-inch bubble became this,
14, yeah, 14-inch bubble.
whatever bubble.
Well, here's the other thing too: is the having 2 units of 8 rads. It's great. They're fast. They do all kinds of stuff. But if you had one spearhead thing or one kind of observer pre-deployment or if you had anything like that, you could really just hold down a whole board because it's not an 8-inch bubble, it's a 16-inch prevention bubble that makes things happen. So you get your universal carriers, like you just need a few of them, and you're good to go.
But then suddenly I have my spearhead, and then of course once that happens, then you have, just like you do with Panzers, like you suddenly have Shermans in your face, or you have Grants in your face, or hell, that's where I probably have Crusaders, like you do with Raz, and then the Crusaders run around the back line on the first turn.
With those 88s too, if they weren't unchecked, absolutely. So yeah, it's just that forward objective stuff, and you can't do like it's not as powerful as you think. Like the moment the deployment zone limitations, the other unit limitations, things like that. It's not as amazing as you think, but it does put a lot of pressure.
I know what you say. Really, but being able to put a 5-tank platoon of Panzers right there, so you're not taking the 16-inch range shots and stuff like that. That's that aside, getting the spearhead like that and getting first turn, because that's also something else you did. You can't guarantee it, because had you done all that lot, but I got first turn,
I would have had all my scout guys out in the open, and
then it would have been completely different. And I think that's something I forgot about. Just have to realize now to take into account.
No, but all in all, it's neat to see that the Germans have that spearhead component.
Oh yeah.
The British kind of have a little bit, but they're very much like the British are very strong in counterattack. So I move forward, I get up, I'm doing all the sneaky stuff, and you just kept rolling and like as time went on.
I mean, my dice were not stellar at all throughout the game.
No, not at all.
But I was still able to come back a little, which was nice.
Awesome. Okay, well, great game, Dean. Thanks so much for coming along. Very much appreciate it. Guys, thanks for watching the video. I know it's kind of a first dry run. I'm going to see how the sound and audio and video all kind of came together. We'll see what's going on. And if you like the video, obviously hit that like button. And if you're interested in more videos like this, leave your comments down below, and maybe jab that subscribe button as well. And we do all kinds of stuff like painting tutorials, and we're going to do, this is very much an introduction into our battle report series of stuff, but I think we're going to do more and more and more of this as time goes on. So special thanks to Dean for dropping in and playing late into our evening here. And thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Maybe edit out my conversation with my wife on the phone.